noticed that.
Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. And we're off.
Yeah.
Oh, that fucks with my head, bro. I watched you open a Coca-Cola, and I opened this, and I went to drink it, and my brain went Coca-Cola. And now this tastes fucking terrible.
Man, you'll have that, unfortunately.
All
yeah,
right.
dude.
So, I usually don't do this, but I do want to go off top and say this is going to be a different kind of episode.
Okay.
Just for everyone listening, this is probably going to get sad. This is my buddy Brad. We've been friends since, what do we say, 25 years?
Fuck,
For
long
25
time, dude.
years now.
Long time.
And you went through some shit.
A lot of shit.
And so we're going to talk about it.
Let's do it.
And I think being the holiday season,
Yeah.
you know, I've had a rough couple of years, and I'm definitely, you know, it makes you feel some type of way. Growing up is weird.
Yeah.
And you get all sentimental and shit.
It does.
And I'm glad you're still here. And I think everybody about to find out why. So,
Well, I wanted
start-
to say a couple of things before we got going.
Okay.
Like, this is not going to be religion based, not going to be anything that most people might be looking for.
that's fine. It
You
doesn't
know,
have to
I'm
be.
not.
We don't
I
do
used-
religion or politics.
That's
on
good.
This podcast,
That's good
so
because,
keep it friendly.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like a lot of people that haven't known God and Jesus and all that stuff, they chase to Him to find release when they're going through bad times.
Oh, sure.
And so
Find him in the tough
I knew
times,
him before
like prison and all that
you
shit.
knew me,
Sure.
and like it's a different mindset for me because I don't know, growing up, you know, I run to him a lot and thought about different things and was just trying to be right, do this, do that, you know. And there's a lot of guilt trip that comes with that.
Sure.
A lot of it. And so with this, it's not going to be any of that.
Okay.
No harm, no foul.
Yeah, you good.
We're going to talk
just gonna
about
talk
whatever
about
you
a-
want to talk about, man.
We're going to talk about well, we can start where we were at.
Okay.
We met, I was like in 10th grade
Welding class.
in class. Yep.
Welding.
Welding.
Building.
Was it welding?
Yes. No, well, we met before welding. We were.
Because we had a bunch of mutuals.
We did.
Terry was probably the biggest mutual.
Yeah, Terry.
That's where everyone used to meet up and do
Yeah.
wild. A lot of times, hey, for real, like if I mentioned something insane, it probably was at Terry's house.
God.
Like all of the crazy shit I did in my life were in the woods, in Terry's yard, doing unspeakable. Well, Kurt usually.
I've got stories about
He doesn't
Terry.
want me to fucking. He doesn't want me to tell most of them because a lot of it is crimes.
No. No, and here's the thing about Terry.
And you
Terry,
can commit a crime on someone's land with them. Bombs. Allegedly.
Not really bomb. I mean, yeah, they're bombs, but they're not.
I mean, legally speaking.
Technically.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well,
I
you
mean, the thing about Terry is what you get, what you see is what you get.
There's no
in between.
There's no in between.
That dude,
He's a wild one, bro. And he always has been.
I'll never forget. I've got 2 instances with Terry, and you've probably got more than I do. But I've got 2
I used to live there.
I know.
Yeah.
And so, you know, one of them I probably shouldn't tell, but
Careful,
I'm going to.
careful, careful,
I'm going
yeah.
to. It's been over almost 20 years ago. Next year, a little over 20 years ago.
And he still lives in the woods, and he's
Oh, I
still
know.
doing wild shit.
I know.
Have you?
But he'll know if he watches this. He'll know.
I called him the other
10th
day.
grade.
Okay.
10th grade. We both, me, him, one other dude. Well, 2 other dudes.
So we were friends already. Then.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were already doing music, kind of playing around, messing with stuff. You remember
The early
Philip
days.
Park?
I forget. Oh yeah, he stole my fucking amp head.
Yeah.
Dirty bastard.
Yeah. Well, you know, he ended up Philip Park ended up moving off to New York, doing other
Yeah.
things, and Terry is like,
It was a Marshall too.
yeah. I came to school with some some things. We'll just say some things.
Drugs?
Well, not drugs.
Okay, weapons.
No,
What? Yeah, that's fair.
they're
Some stuff.
some stuff. We'll just say some stuff.
Yeah.
And I told him if he ever got caught with said things that he didn't know who I was.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And so he was dishing them off to somebody else, and they got busted.
Of course.
You remember Miss Minton?
Yeah.
You know Miss
course,
Minton.
yeah.
The hot English teacher.
Who didn't? Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
And so, anyways, we're in her class.
Wasn't she Miss Arkansas?
No, I don't
Which
think
one was that? One of the English teachers was Miss Arkansas. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I tangent, bro, so I'm going to ask questions.
No, you're
gonna
good.
say
You're
shit
good.
and
Like,
I'm gonna
I
go
don't
off.
know. I can't remember if she was or not, honestly.
Her and the biology
But she was from
teacher.
Louisiana.
Who was the biology? Miss McDougal.
Miss McDougal.
My God.
Man, that's taking it back.
Right?
God.
We were there her first year.
Yes, we
She was
were.
the first year teacher.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, and so...
Oh, hell, Miss McDougal.
Man, it's one of those things where you know it's like nostalgia.
It's
just
so
sitting
funny.
in front of
It's
us.
so fucking long ago now, dude. We fucked around and aged, and it sucks.
We're old. Every time we
and
move,
I'm only
it
like
hurts.
a year older than you, right?
How old are you?
38,
Yeah,
almost
you're
39.
yeah, you're 37. Well, I'm 37. I'll be 38
Perfect.
in May.
Same.
So we're
Yeah.
You're 30. You turn 39 in May, and I turn 38 in May.
That's right.
So we're literally
Exactly
just
a year
right
apart.
there.
Yeah.
And so me and Terry, we got busted.
Me and him
together.
Okay.
Yeah, together. And so we got busted. And I'll never forget, his dad made him chop firewood, all kinds of stuff. He came back to school, and I thought Terry was going to beat my ass, dude. And he didn't. And we looked at each other that day, and I was like, man, I'm sorry. I didn't know that was going to happen. He's like, me either. No big deal.
Yeah, no big deal.
And like, we skated and hung out.
The
and,
skate kids.
Oh, my God, dude. There's nothing like, okay, do you remember the quad, right?
Of course.
In between all the science buildings.
My favorite
Yes.
thing. You know, it's not even there anymore.
No, it's
Sucks.
it's
It's
gone.
gone.
And so
So many memories.
I
in
will
that
never
four
forget
walls.
me, Terry, Perry, Zeke,
Perry.
Blake
God.
Stackhouse.
Bro, that is a group of people right there. Just the goofiest bunch of fucking dorks.
Perry's ears ain't got no smaller.
Just you look in that crowd of people. Here you go. Here's that.
Yeah. That's us.
Just fucking-
Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, bro.
motherfuckers.
Just
yeah.
it's so funny, man. Oh my God.
Yeah, and so I'll never forget just pushing, like, because
clowns, bro.
Perry-
It was so much fun.
Perry and Blake and Daniel Stackhouse.
Those
were-
trucks.
oh my God, they're just
Those three particularly.
pushing through. All right, you remember they had the outside
The
hallways,
outside hallway, yep.
with the lockers.
Yes.
and you could push, and you could just hear,
Right.
and just popping. And dude,
Over there
there's
by Dalrymple's classroom and-
God, Dalrymple and what was the other
thought
guy?
about him in so
Right
long.
beside Love
Yes.
Love Auditorium.
Also gone.
Yeah,
Can you
gone.
believe that?
Dude, I went in there and watched all right, so my daughters do my daughters do dance.
Right,
And in a
right.
new music place. It's nuts, dude.
It's crazy.
It's nuts.
It's crazy.
Like, everything we grew up in is gone.
It's all gone. It's
gone.
all gone. There's no you can't take your kid to school and be like, oh well, right. You have to be like, well, if you imagine it, here there was 7 buildings. Now
Yeah.
there's just one.
No, yeah.
The big main
Yes.
new building
Yeah.
thing.
And there's so many, dude, I
So
look at it all the
wild.
time and I'm thinking, God, that looks so good to skate.
if only.
Dude, and
all those handrails.
And I'm telling
shit.
you, dude, I'm telling you. And I've told Zeke this, and I'm going to be skating again by I'm 40.
You think?
I promise you.
I
promise you.
We reconnected recently.
Yeah.
I've been going to the gym. One of my life's goals at like 32 was like, because I've been a fat shit forever, you know this, was to get best shape of my adult life
Okay.
by the time I'm 40.
Yeah.
So I got roughly a year and a few months, a year and a half probably.
It's doable.
It's doable.
Very doable.
I've been going, and now I've got some free time. Some things have happened, so now I've got some extra free time. and I'll be able to go more. So now I'm thinking like 4 nights a week probably.
Man, it's tough.
It is tough.
The best shape I was ever in my life was probably 2 times. I was 19. Yeah, I was 19.
Yeah.
I was working at the car dealership, and I was working out with a guy named Richard Smith, and he had me on some stuff, and it was some stuff.
Yeah, I'm taking some stuff now too.
Yeah. Just
fuck it, bro. Who cares?
No, like seriously, like all it's gonna do is
makes you in shape.
It makes you in shape, and it gives you energy to do the stuff to
King.
get. Yes, yeah,
Did you
dude.
see that shit, bro?
Seriously, like
So surprised.
Yeah, everyone was so surprised. Well,
Yeah.
Did you see that? He got busted.
yes,
Fucking dumbass.
man, and so like with that stuff, like you can do all kinds. You
Why
can do
even deny it
steps.
though? Just fucking do it.
just
It's
do it.
awesome.
Yeah, it
Dude.
is. It makes you
feel incredible.
Yes,
Yeah.
it makes you feel like the Hulk, bro.
I don't understand.
Like,
Is
God.
it really illegal, or is it just illegal in sports? Do we have
no,
a
it's
misconception
illegal
about it?
No, it's illegal.
It is illegal?
If cops catch you with it, it's trouble.
Okay.
It's trouble.
I always thought it was just illegal because it's not like illegal. Like, you know how when you're a kid and they tell you shit and you think, oh my God, that's illegal. Or like they have to say, you have to say this, and it's like kind of like bullshit. It's like, I always thought steroids were one of those things where it's like, it's illegal, but it's more of just like, people don't like it. It's a sports thing. Like, don't take it.
I mean,
didn't
of
know
course,
if it
in the
was like a
sports world,
crime.
because it gets looked down on because it makes you better.
It makes it better. Do you remember last
Makes
time
you
baseball
better.
people gave a fuck?
Oh my God, dude.
The era when they were cracking them out of the fucking stadiums
Mark
every other
McGuire,
pitch.
Sammy Sosa,
that shit.
all that stuff. Yeah, dude. Like you can't
People only gave a fuck because they were on steroids.
exactly like, and the
It
only
made
reason
it so much better.
the only reason those dudes,
Everyone actually cared. Imagine ice hockey on steroids, bro.
God, dude.
And they're already insane.
dude, they're so aggressive.
so aggressive.
Like
Imagine.
I love watching that shit. I don't watch it much, but when I do, I try to find a fight, like
Right.
highlights, where they're beating the shit out of each other,
Yeah.
and it's great because like you just sit back and watch
It's
the
fun.
show. And like, here's the thing I don't like: these new era. And I followed bodybuilding for a
Oh, you
little
do?
bit. Yeah, I did.
Oh, did.
When I was working out,
Sure.
all the time, and the golden era. Okay. Like
Of working out?
Schwarzenegger.
oh, right. Right.
You got all those guys, right?
The natural guys?
It wasn't natural.
Was he not
they
natural,
still
dude?
took no. Fuck no.
So those guys do it.
Schwarzenegger was taking testosterone.
Well,
Tren,
clearly the new dudes are doing it because they're insane.
but they're taking growth hormones.
They're insane looking.
Yes.
They don't even look like
They don't even
people.
look human.
Yeah. They look,
Ronnie Coleman. Have you ever watched the deal on Netflix about Ronnie Coleman?
No, I haven't yet. I've seen
That dude
it
can't
in my-
walk right now.
Yeah. What? Why? Did
Because
explode
he
all his
lifted
muscles?
so much weight. Dude, he was
shoot his
deadlifting
intestines out of his ass?
Oh my, just about.
Okay.
But he was shooting so much. Like his joint, like your joints and your bones can only take so much weight. And the dude was deadlifting literally over 1,000 pounds.
That's nuts.
Deadlifting
the-
1,000
that's the-
pounds. That's straight up.
Dude,
Straight up.
That's
To lock.
bonkers.
To the lock.
Right, right,
And
up.
when you're doing bent rows, that's different.
Right.
But when you're coming straight up and locking out,
Right.
like that's different.
all that on your spine.
All
too,
that on
bro.
your spine.
Oh my
Dude, he walks
God.
around on.
Bro, I
on
think
them,
about walking too long and my
sticks.
spine
Dude,
hurts.
it's so bad.
Fuck.
It's so bad. And so I did follow it for a little bit, but I never got that deep in it. But the guy I was working out with, Richard Smith, he was working out, and he
Dick
was
Smith.
probably pretty much Dick Smith. I hope he don't hear this.
Sorry, I had to say
no,
it. That
it's
was
the
funny.
truth. Like
That's
if
funny.
he hears it, he'll laugh. But he
You guys are real dicks, man.
here's the funny part about that guy.
You're being a real Richard dick. Come on, that's funny.
It is funny.
That's funny.
It's so funny. So like, I met him. I guess I was
But you were young then, 19.
young.
We were still
18.
hanging out at that age.
Yeah, we were. But I was, dude. Like, I mean, I've got pictures of me back then.
I
And-
remember you getting like swole up. You had
Swole.
the fucking neck
The
going,
neck,
the
yeah.
traps and shit. I
Yeah.
remember that. That's about the time when we were playing music and shit.
Quite a bit.
And we were doing the fights in my front yard.
Oh, God, dude.
Remember the boxing
Chris
matches?
McGee?
Yo, got knocked the fuck out.
I knocked him out.
Bro.
Dude, smooth out.
What
and then
about
me
the
and
Derek
Terry
May,
fought.
the Derek May, Terry.
Oh.
They hit each other. Dude, we have it on tape somewhere.
Where?
Same time.
Dude, I would
Boom,
love
just
to-
like a movie.
Dude.
And they both clunked to
out.
the fucking ground.
God,
Same time.
to the
that
ground.
shit was amazing. Josh Humes, you remember his ass was there?
Humes, and then it was me. All right, so me and Terry fought.
Front yard boxing match,
yard
right in front of the
boxing
shed,
with-
bro. I forgot.
with the fucking kickboxing
We would jam,
shit.
we would jam, and then fucking go to
dude,
the front yard.
so awesome. God, it was great. Like those are the times.
Dude, we had a wild ass childhood,
Yes,
man.
we
That
did.
shit was fucking off.
I would sit
unhinged, man.
I would sit in my bed and listen to Stained and other bands and write lyrics for the shit that we were trying to do at the time. I'll never forget it. And we were trying to do screamo stuff at the time.
Oh, yeah.
Like scream heavy.
Screaming, doing the heavy stuff. It was
just
very
heavy stuff.
that aggro metal had just taken over.
Yes. And, you know, like Jimmy Eat World, all that stuff was out. And it's like.
It was all popping.
Yep. Big time.
Yeah, it was all popping. That was like right at the height. That was like 01, 02, 03.
Somewhere in there. And like we would.
Because I started high school in 99.
God.
And that was right when that stuff, like Living Sacrifice, Zayo was like.
Dude, I watched Leukemia. All right, so.
It was starting to go like this, right? And remember, because TNT Church.
Oh,
remember?
yeah.
I just remembered that place the other day.
Yeah.
That's where I saw a lot of those bands for the first time. All that stuff was just starting to get into like the mainstream, you know. And it was.
You know, Arthur Green, the bass player.
Yeah, Arthur.
Of Living.
Yeah, I just saw him a few.
Dude, that
Furnace
guy,
Fest, yeah, a
he
couple
got
months
me
ago.
hooked up. You know, at one point I was sponsored by King of Kings Skating because
No
of him.
shit.
Yeah. Yeah, me and Pee Wee and two other guys.
Pee Wee, what the fuck ever happened to Pee Wee?
Alan Taylor. Dude, I don't know. I haven't seen
Because he
him
was
in a long-
sponsored and killing it.
long time. And he was doing good.
He was doing great.
Really good.
He was
like
popping off in magazines
he
and
almost
shit.
yeah, he had like a couple like he had one shoe sponsor and and the board sponsor, and he was coming up, and I think he got hurt.
Oh, fuck.
And
that
so,
sucks.
yeah, it always fucks you up when you get hurt. And so, like, you know, like today, you watch all these guys skate, and like, skateboarding to me, and you can ask my girlfriend, and you can ask my ex-wife,
Still
and you
a
can ask
thing.
my kids.
Yeah.
I still talk about it.
Still
It's still ingrained in me.
It's not a hobby. I don't like calling those kind of things a hobby. That'd be like me calling music a hobby. Like, yeah, I'm not getting paid to do it per se, but it is my life. Like, it's my life.
That's it.
You know, it's like if I stop doing it, I might as well just die.
Dude,
Because what the fuck am I doing?
It sucks because
You know?
I've had two sets of kits, two sets of drums. You know, the only reason me and you
You
related.
said two sets of kids. I was like, dang,
no.
you got two sets of kids?
Drum kits.
Yeah, drum kits.
And
Sharp.
Chris Sharp.
Going over to Sharp's house. Because
Dude.
he had money. Chris Sharp had money, and he had the DW9000s.
Yes, he did, and his dad had all the Zildjian Z's.
Bro. And we would like
Kill
this.
him.
This dude was the Wuhan killer, son. Remember them fucking Chinas? He'd come over, dude.
Yes,
Those
dude,
$5
just
drum
fucking-
sets we had to buy because we were all poor as fuck, and we'd have to buy these literally called Wuhan China.
Yep.
And
they'd break with one hit.
I mean, just chunks.
As hard as me
big
and Corey hit
chunks.
them, they broke quick because we've always had heavy hands.
Oh, bro.
Always had heavy
I
hands.
remember watching you play. It was when Zero is starting up. And
Yes.
you came over, and Josh still had the two drum kits that were put together.
Yep.
It was that old Lightning
Yes.
piece of shit
Yep.
and that half a pearl fucked up
Oh my
haggard
God,
ass. Remember
dude.
that?
And it had like three toms right in the middle that like
They were
somehow
all-
he put them together.
they were all
I don't know how the
different.
hell he did it, but he did, and they were together. And I was
Duct
like,
tape on the
"God."
heads. Dude.
And I just kill him. No, man, it was great, but I'm gonna tell you, man.
And you would,
whenever-
I remember watching you fucking play. I think about it all the time, dude. I really do. Whenever I see somebody break a cymbal, I'm like, nothing beats watching you crack that thing and chunks, literal chunks just coming out of the cymbal and flying across the fucking room. Like, I've never seen anything like it, dude.
Dude,
I've done some neat shit on, with drums and on the
Yeah.
stage, and like
Yeah.
I broke a cymbal in half. Actually, like from the tip to the keyhole.
Are you serious?
Like broke it in half. Could do like
Like-
a Pac-Man.
yeah, I got
know?
you. Yeah,
Never anything in my life like watching cymbal chunks shoot across the shed because you're fucking playing too fucking
My
hard.
name was one of the first names
cymbal.
on that piece of styrofoam in your
Still
shed.
got it, buddy.
I know you do.
It's still in my new shed.
I played in there. So, well, it's like when you step back that far.
God, what a trip down
that
memory
far.
lane.
That's a long time. Chris McGee,
22 years
Magoo,
ago?
whatever we used to call him.
Magoo. We called him Magoo. Yeah.
I mean, those good times, man.
I haven't seen him since, dude.
Me either. I don't even know if he's still in Saline County, honestly.
I think he probably is, right?
I would think so.
Know. Or maybe he moved even like more country.
Possibly.
He was one of the country kids who was full blown, like, he's going to be in the
He was
country.
a good dude. We just,
I love Chris McGee.
the thing about
fun.
Magoo was he just wanted to be around people.
He wanted to be around people, and he was always down for a wild time.
Yep.
If you wanted to do some wild shit, you never had to like talk him into doing wild shit.
Nope.
He was just down to do some wild shit.
Yeah.
Which I think we kind of all were. Never really had to be talked into doing something insane.
Nope. Never did. And the thing about it is, like, that's the other thing of getting back to Terry, the Terry talk.
We're talking Terry today on Crashcast.
I saw, the other day was his birthday, and I saw the gift you gave him.
I brought him
and
throwing
you were
knives
like,
in a
this
12
is the
pack.
most, throwing knives in a 12 pack. You're like, this is the most Terry gift I've ever seen. And you know how Terry is. He don't give a shit. Like
he don't give a shit.
No,
bro. He's the most give a shitless person.
He is the most selfless person I've ever met in my life.
It is wild because I'll try to help him, dude. He'll come over because we live not far from each other.
Yeah, you live down there, not far from him now,
dude. Literally, you could walk there through the woods.
Yeah,
quarter of a mile.
Yeah,
to his property.
Yeah.
He'll come over. He'll help me do. He texted me the other day. Hey, when are we going to cut that gum tree down? I have this gum tree that's just kind of like annoying in the front yard.
He loves cutting wood, dude.
Bro, he's just like, and then I'll go over to his house and I'll be like, hey, let's, I see, like, let's do that.
You know why?
You can't repay the man.
No, you
can't repay him.
You can't. You can't.
It's wild. Like,
you know why though?
He won't take reciprocation for doing
his dad.
I know.
His dad ingrained him in it, dude. Like, if there's
his name was Terry too.
Yeah, and there's a couple of people that I can say that if I, my dad was not the dad that raised me.
Sure.
Was not a bad dad.
Right.
Okay, but if there's people that I'd want to be my dad, Terry's dad, and Zeke's dad.
Right. I never met Zeke's dad.
Dude.
I always heard great things though.
Oh my god.
Yeah, especially when we were younger. Wasn't he a doctor or some shit?
No, he's a damn.
Because they had that lake house.
Well, they got two now. He was a
two.
Yeah, he's a.
I haven't talked to Zeke in years.
Oh yeah, dude. He's a.
Hey Zeke, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, what's up, Zeke? I know you're watching.
I hope he is.
He's a electrical engineer.
Oh.
Zeke's dad's an electrical engineer. He worked on planes for years, dude.
What the fuck?
Yeah, man. Like he is.
How is Zeke the son of an electrical engineer? I know he's like what is he, a radiation tech now or something?
Well, but man, Zeke does really good.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I mean he's.
Of all of our
Instagram
friends, still, that's about it.
Of all my friends that I have, like I consider you a good friend, and I consider a lot of people good friends.
Sure,
but like we don't talk every day,
bro. Me and you, we're about to get there to the thing, but me and you, we lost contact for
4 or 5 years.
It was a hot minute.
Yeah.
But
you had your shit, and I had my shit. Yeah, it's life.
I was keeping going with music.
Yep.
You had a lady. Y'all was starting like a life together and shit, which we're about to get there.
Yep.
All that's about to come.
Yep.
But like we're just like laying the
groundwork.
The groundwork.
Yeah.
But we had a great relationship. I think it's important to note that we didn't like fall out.
Never was a fallout. Like we just got busy with each other's. You got busy with your shit. I got busy with my shit.
And like every few years we'd see each other at Walmart or some shit.
Or
be
the
like,
show.
Oh yeah,
whatever.
Or,
hey,
a bigger
up?
show.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? How good to see you.
Yeah.
And more recently it's like the universe just does what it needs to
together,
do, bro.
man.
Because we're like
We've
been running into each other all over the fucking
right.
place. No setups, no
General.
nothing. Oh, Dollar General, the fucking gym. I'm like, what are you doing? Are you at the gym? I'm like, fuck yeah, workout, buddy. You're like, no, my daughter's. I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
This dude's got kids and shit. You're doing volleyball or something.
Yeah, volleyball.
Aren't you a coach?
I was.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is it over?
Yeah,
Praise
is.
God.
Yeah, we
Thank
got.
God.
Yeah, man.
Yo,
you
like
tell
I'm
me.
happy for him, but that place is so fucking noisy. When
Dude,
you're in
it's
there.
bad. Like, and we tied for first, but we ended up with second place, and that was my youngest daughter's division.
Okay.
My oldest daughter, they went 0 for, bro. They didn't win nothing.
Sounds like when I was on Helm's Grocery soccer
Oh
team.
my god, dude, it was so bad, and
We
it's
won
so
one
sad
game.
because Kinley has so much talent, and it's crazy because it's like, all right, so I have 3 kids of my own.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
Let's go back just a hair. We'll get there.
All right.
So where were we? We were at Zeke's dad.
Zeke's dad.
Zeke's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And then what else? I was trying to think of some more things because I wanted to like. We used to jam a lot.
Yep.
We were
Played
in
a lot of
school
music.
the whole time together.
yeah.
Like we were high school buddies. Like we said, the
Mr.
quad.
Forson.
Mr. Forson.
Mr. Forson.
We went to welding together. Welding was something else. Cause
You built one of the first guitar. I'll never forget this.
the guitar stand.
The guitar stand.
It fit
that
like
was the
16
first
guitars.
That was the first thing you ever
Now-
built in welding.
now
and it
it
held
is.
16 guitars, and you had that thing
Stretched across the whole wall.
Yes, the whole wall, and you had that thing for years. And everybody kept their shit.
Do you
there.
remember? Do you remember this one? So I built that, and then we went to, God damn, I want to say it was probably Home Depot because Lowe's didn't exist.
Yeah.
and we bought copper insulation
Yes.
and duct taped copper insulation around the whole thing, right? So it wouldn't scar up our guitars. And then one day at school,
and then you put rubber on the end,
Dude,
so it wouldn't
yes.
hit like water hose from cars on the end. Like it was so bad, dude. Like it was the most redneck thing I've ever seen in my life, but it worked.
It worked.
It worked,
And it was strong as
Yeah,
fuck.
it was strong. Like nobody was gonna.
dude,
break
we called
that thing.
everyone. We Steven Setta, Jesse
Yes,
Kelly. Do you
Setta.
remember?
Yeah.
All these people. Not
You
that
know,
Jesse
that
Kelly.
dude's-
Everyone thinks they know. Like this was from when we were in high school.
Yeah.
Long blonde hair. And then remember we had them all bring their guitars over.
Yeah.
So we could see if it all fit.
And then Honia came over.
Chris came over.
God,
that's right.
dude, and he ripped.
Did it ever have 16 guitars?
Yes. So that's what I'm saying. We
Actually,
called.
it had 16 plus.
We had a big flowery couch.
Yep.
Dude, if cell phones only existed, we would. I mean,
if
we'd
we
be
had
in so much
video,
trouble.
we had proof of this.
We had, so everyone came over at one time, and I'll never forget, not only did we fill up, because we had like a room, so like we had a control room, because we
Yep.
thought, oh my God, this
Yeah.
is the coolest place in
Yep.
the world. And my shed was the coolest
It was
place
the
in world.
baddest shed
We would skip
ever.
school. Remember we made that bong out of that PVC pipe? And you had to
God,
carve
dude.
it with your foot?
Oh,
And you'd carve it, and all your friends, and then the cops showed up one day, we're in there just ripping
I wasn't
bong
there
heads,
that day, but it
just
was
so
bad.
fucking
Like I heard it was smoked out.
Dude.
Like the room, you've seen his shed, right?
Yeah.
So his shed was probably twice the size of this room.
It's probably, two of these.
At least
One,
2 of these.
Yeah.
And
probably exactly right,
From
actually.
what I heard that day, and I wasn't there. Like the smoke, just like as soon as they opened the
Yes.
doors, it was like
Just
woo,
waft,
woo,
just
like
rolling
wah.
out.
And it
Cody,
was-
Cody from Louisiana was
yes,
there. Remember Cody?
Yes. Yeah. God, dude.
Dude.
Like, that's
And we didn't get in trouble,
no.
bro.
They just like
didn't give a fuck.
No, they're like, get the shit out of the pipe and like we're done.
Literally,
That's
they were
it.
like, "Do you have any more?" And we were like, "No, it's all gone." And they were like, "Well, okay, just like basically destroy this, and we're good." And
Yeah.
we were like, "Okay."
Yeah.
We're just high out of our fucking mind. But anyway, so we had the whole guitar stand full.
Yep.
And that whole couch, do you remember? The guitars were lapped on each other
Yeah,
all the way across
dude.
that couch. Everyone kind of had one. They were leaning up against, dude, we probably had fucking 30, 40 guitars in that room.
It was probably more than that.
It was
dude.
amazing. It was so
Like,
fucking
it was
cool.
crazy.
Amps, everyone was playing and jamming. God,
Dude. To
how
take
come
it,
shit
dude,
doesn't happen like this anymore?
Because we're old.
Well, Netflix exists. I blame Netflix for everything.
Well,
Netflix and Facebook,
that
dude.
and we're old. Like,
Hey,
think about it, dude.
I'm still
like,
trying to have a good time.
I'm always gonna. I leave tomorrow on a 7-day cruise. I'm always gonna have a good time.
That is. Oh, that's right. That's why we're doing this. Oh, by the way, thanks for short noticing. Because
Yeah,
I was
dude.
like, wait, I told Brad, and so I got sick. All right, we'll just jump right in. Let's
And
go.
I was sick. So
Okay,
when you
good.
text me and said you got sick, I had
I guess
pneumonia.
everyone-
I had
Oh,
pneumonia,
fuck.
bro. Like I had to have a shot in my ass and medicine, and like
See,
I
I
didn't
was
even go to
worried-
Thanksgiving. And what sucked is like last. All right, so me and my new girlfriend
Mm-hmm.
Tiffany, we have been together. Next May will be 2 years.
Okay.
And this was like we had last year, not this year, but the year before. She worked. She's a nurse.
Okay.
And she literally works right down the road from here. But she was off.
Oh,
for
she
Thanks-
probably works literally right here.
Yeah, right down the road.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
so she was off, and I was sick, and I'm like, look, I can't go. Like, so she brought, her and her boys. So technically, I have. Well, we'll get to that, but
All right.
I have several kids now.
Let's just start into it. Let's just get in
wanna
there.
go?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Fuck it.
All right,
I had to
so-
get some beers in me,
Yeah,
dude.
you're good, you're
No,
good.
we're good. Let's go.
What do you want to start from the beginning?
Let's just start at the beginning. So I want to know. So I know, me and you lost touch,
Yeah.
and life just kind of took us apart. We weren't bad friends or nothing. But
No.
then one day, kind of just stopped seeing you. When did all that, like from that point forward, like when did things start feeling weird? When was something not right? Kind of all that stuff. Because you
All
got
right.
married, you had a house, you had a great job.
Yeah,
you were working. That's the only time
Oh,
we'd
yeah.
see each other is when I'd get my fucking oil changed over there at
Everett. Yeah.
GMC.
Man, I have no ill words towards Everett.
Sure.
Any of the Everett family. They did me right.
Didn't
I
they,
worked I worked hard for them. They paid me well. The
remember
last
you were
year,
killing
the
it,
last
dude.
year I was there, I made over 100,000 a year.
That's crazy.
Yeah, last
Doing
3 years.
service work?
Service work.
Wow.
Writing service. So I
You were a
was
service writer, but you
Yeah.
were the manager, right?
No.
What?
Nope. Mm-mm. Nope.
Just writing, you were making six. Holy fuck.
The difference was, here's what happened. I had a
Difference
couple
was, I
OGs
kick
that
ass.
left me, right?
Oh, okay, fair enough.
That had a lot of customers, and so I got them.
You got the books.
I got the books.
Okay.
And so I hustled.
Yeah,
I was
sure.
young. I hustled.
Absolutely.
And
Young, got a family.
yeah,
you
and
know.
I'll take you back even farther than that.
Okay.
So, growing up, I didn't have much.
I remember.
I grew up
Yeah.
in a 2-bedroom, 1-bath trailer, man.
Yeah.
And-
Same.
And my dad worked his ass off. My mom, this is kind of hard for me to talk about, especially right now.
Yeah.
Because it's like, right there at the, my mom died
Yeah.
November 25th, 2004, Thanksgiving Day. And I'll never forget it because me and my ex-wife were due to be married the next year. Mm-hmm. And we decided we wasn't gonna spend Thanksgiving holidays together. We're gonna do one last thing by ourselves,
Right.
with our families alone. And,
before the marriage.
Yeah, before the marriage.
Yeah.
And Thanksgiving morning, 2004, I woke up at like 6 o'clock, and her grandmother, she was down there with her grandmother, and I drove down to her grandma's house, right there, right outside of Shannon Hills. And
Talking about your wife's grandma? or-
yeah,
Okay.
my ex-wife's grandma.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, my ex-wife's grandma. And I'm down there hanging out, chilling, just saying hi, whatever, saying hi to her mom or her grandmother, Joy.
Sure.
And my dad calls me and says, "Hey, you need to get home." And I'm like, "Okay, what's up?" And he's like, "My dad never cried.
All right.
Never cried.
Yeah.
I'm 19 years old, and I'd never heard my dad cry in my life."
Yeah.
And he's like, "You need to get home." And so I'm like, "I don't know what's going on, but I got to go." And so I hopped in the car, hauled ass home. I get in the driveway. There's an ambulance. No lights are on. And she's wearing... I'll never forget it, dude. I get out of the car, and I didn't even get in the park. And it's like creeping down my driveway. And you remember how long my driveway was.
Oh, yeah.
And the cops are there, and my dad's sitting on the curb, and I'm just like pushing the cops out of the way, and like I'm in cuffs at one point because I'm
Freaking out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they let me out, and I'm like, I need to see her.
Sure.
And I get in the back of the ambulance. And there's a picture of me wearing this shirt in my last yearbook. It's my Element shirt.
Yeah.
My black Element shirt. And she wore it that night. And she's laying in the ambulance with it on. She's gone, dude.
Yeah. Sorry, man.
That's the fucking hardest day of my life, dude.
Yeah.
Hardest day. Hardest fucking day of my life. Because, when you go through life and it's like, you got your mom and you got your dad, which you can relate. You know, your dad's gone, your mom's gone, all that shit. So
Mom's here, but she's sick.
Yeah,
she's sick. Yeah.
So you get it.
Dad's gone. Dad died. No heads up.
Yeah. So,
it's tough, dude.
yeah, it's bad tough.
It changes you.
Yeah,
It's a
big
different
time.
thing.
Yeah, and so at the time, and at this point, all I did was smoke weed. At this
Sure.
point, I smoked a lot of weed, and
We all did.
yeah,
To be
God,
fair, we were big time potheads.
God, a lot,
Yeah.
and so I never found alcohol until that point,
Right.
and
Using it as like a crutch, a coping mechanism.
God, dude,
Yeah.
still to this day.
Yeah. I get it, man.
And it's like, I'll never forget Shauna, my ex-wife. She's like, if you don't stop drinking, I'm going to leave you. I was like, fuck you.
Sure.
I'm not stopping drinking,
Yeah.
And I told her that.
Yeah.
And right or wrong, that's just where I was at the time.
Yeah.
And then, I think what helped me grieve the most was I planned everything, and I set, and this will get deeper later, but I know the band Coldplay, right? Nobody really cares for Coldplay,
Oh, everybody does, bro. They're the biggest band in the freaking planet.
dude. When Rush of Blood
Isn't
just
Yellow
came
there?
out,
Isn't that
Yellow,
Coldplay?
Yellow came out in
Yellow.
parachutes,
Okay.
but Rush of Blood to the Head just came out, and that's when I had my Gretsch set. And I sat there.
I remember that drum
Yeah,
set.
you remember it.
Yeah.
And so I sat there in my house and just fucking played their music until my hands bled.
Coldplay, huh?
Coldplay.
I like it.
Listen, Rush of Blood to the Head.
Probably still play it, huh?
Scientist. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can sing it. I can play it. I know every word. All right. So, we go through all that shit. Everything's good. I'm getting better. I'm working. I'm in the car business. All that's good.
Right. You get married.
Getting
You're probably
married.
going to get pregnant soon.
Well, sooner than I thought.
Sure. Well, isn't that the way it goes?
Yeah.
We're not, the first one's not
Never
really.
ready.
I was definitely not a planned person.
No, dude. And so,
Kurt, were you a planned person? Yeah. Okay. No. Yeah. I don't think
no.
we, yeah.
So you go through all that, and then I'd moved into my apartment, and
Over there at the Green?
At
Was
the
it
Greens,
Yeah.
Yep. And so, my dad, I told him, I was like, man, I need, because he was bad off, and I said, man, I can't stay here. And that when I got older, it that part kind of fucked me up too,
Yeah.
leaving him.
Yeah.
And me and him have a great relationship now. And I wish that I never did what I did. But I had to, because I was young,
Yeah.
and I didn't want my life to end up like that.
Like his life?
No.
Yeah. Well, you got
And
to.
so I left, and he gave me the money, the rest of the money to get into the apartment. I paid him back. And, we get it. I almost forgot about him, honestly.
Right,
I forgot
yeah.
about him because I got busy. Like, you got to remember, man, me and Shauna got married
It was all pretty quick.
2000. No, 2005. We got married in 2005. We got
Okay.
together in 2001.
Right. Y'all had been together for a hot second.
Long time.
Yeah.
Long time. Most of the people I know right now
Like in high school.
in high school, outside of high school,
Right.
have not been in relationships as long as I was with her. Right?
A long time.
Long time. And no harm or foul. We got married young.
Sure.
And people make mistakes.
Well,
And
it's crazy that they last as long as they do sometimes. And
Yeah.
sometimes it's forever, but, dude, a high school relationship, that's crazy that y'all made it work and last.
As long
and
as we
had
did.
such a good run and went through all that shit together.
And we ain't even
And
got
y'all-
to the deep part yet.
No, I know. That's what's wild, bro.
Yeah.
It's like y'all went through so much, and I have to imagine. Like, I never bugged you about it, but I guess I'm about to find out what happened. But
Yeah. All right. So
that's just such a crazy journey, and life just
is.
punches you right in the dick sometimes.
yeah, everything's going good. Mm-hmm. Everything's going good.
You get so busy, man.
Busy work.
And you forget the phone call. You call every week, then it's every month. Then sometimes you realize, fuck, it's been 3 months. I haven't even talked to my parent.
Yeah. And then, I go however long without talking to him. Hell, it was probably because I honestly got mad at him, dude.
Yeah,
I was mad.
Sure.
I was mad. Like I was not ready to be alone. I mean, I've been doing this shit by myself since I was 19 years old.
Yeah.
I pay my own way,
Right.
do my own thing.
So you get mad. You used to, fuck it, I'll show you. I'll do better than you. This,
Yep.
that, and the other. Yeah. It
Yeah,
becomes
that
a
was the
vengeance
mindset.
thing.
It was a vengeance thing.
Which is never honestly that good. The
No.
older you get, the more you realize, well, that was probably not what I should have did.
No,
But you can't change it. So.
no, I can't change it now.
Right.
But where me and my dad at now,
But that's awesome.
Yeah, and so we go through all this shit. We find out 7 months after we got married. We got married in 2005.
Mm-hmm.
Gavin was born in 2006. September. We got married in June. Found out we're having Gavin.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so it was quick.
Right off the bat.
Yeah, right off the fucking bat. And I'm
But
sitting.
not
I'll
though,
never.
but
I'll
like
never.
not though,
I
right?
will
'Cause, like, y'all
never
were together for so
yes,
long.
dude. I'll never forget this. I'm sitting on the toilet, and she's like, "I think I'm pregnant." I'm like, "No, you're not." Like I'm fucking about to shit myself, throw up, don't know what to do.
You're like, yeah, me too, with some tacos. Yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah, dude. So it was crazy, but I'll never forget the day that boy was born.
Of course.
He was 9 pounds and 9 ounces.
Good God.
Yeah.
Got your fat head, huh?
Fucking big ass head. Like she couldn't have him naturally.
Yo, for real? Oh,
She
shit.
had to have an emergency C-section.
Yo, big head kids.
I know, right, dude? Like
I had a fat fucking head, too.
God, it was so bad. And so, like, I'm freaking out. Like, I'm outside of the and
First
this
kid, bro, yeah.
Yeah, first
And you're-
kid.
how
I'm
old are
freaking
you?
out. I'm
20?
20?
20?
21. I'm 21.
Oh, fuck.
I'm 21. She's 20. And we're at St. Vincent Doctors before they shut it down.
Yeah.
Right there beside, Park Plaza and University
Yeah.
Mall.
Yeah.
And, I'm Dr. Wills, bless her heart. She was a great doctor at the time. She had some things happen. And, I looked at her nurse and I said, if anything happens to that woman, I will beat your fucking ass. To the nurse.
To your wife? Oh,
No,
because
to the nurse at the
surgery
hospital.
wasn't- what was going on?
No. She was like losing all kinds of blood. Like they're trying to have him naturally, and it's like
something was going on.
bad, dude. And then
Gotcha.
the
Okay.
doctor's like, we got to do emergency C-section. 15
You're
minutes.
losing your fucking mind.
I was
It's-
losing my
yeah,
mind.
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You're
So, and then Gavin comes out. He's fine. He's healthy. All this stuff.
Wife makes it.
Yeah.
Got to do the
16
sitting
fucking
there.
years ago.
Yes.
Gavin's 16.
That's wild, bro.
It's
You have a
nuts.
16-year-old
I have
child.
a
That's
16-year-old
insane.
son. And he's everything I've ever wanted.
So he's probably going to graduate soon?
Yeah.
What
Has
the
it
fuck?
been?
Does he skate?
No.
No.
As much as I wanted him to. And I've got pictures of him and me.
You trying to
walking
force
into
it on
skate.
him?
Well, I fucking tried, dude. I tried.
I did the same thing.
I tried.
Yeah, for sure.
I tried my
Look
ass
how
off.
cool this board is.
But I'll tell you this:
What do you like? The industry?
the kids,
World Industries? Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
that's old school. But all I'm gonna
Set
say
the rule
is, I never forced anything on him.
Yeah.
Never forced
That's
it.
a great way to do it. Yeah.
Never forced it.
Let it happen
I showed
naturally.
it.
Nurture what they love. What is he into? Baseball? Hold on.
Now it's golf.
Golf? For real? I mean, hey, to each their own, but
He didn't win it. He didn't win it by himself. Now, he was on the team that won it,
okay.
but
But he loves it.
Benton won a state championship
Hey,
this year.
That's
and
tight.
he was on the
In
team
golf?
In golf,
that's crazy.
he got a state champ ring.
Benton has the best
Benton.
golf.
Dude, they've got a kid on that team.
Just a phenom.
Oh my god, Paxton Lane. He's
Of course, his name's Paxton.
dude. He's now his daddy and his family. Great people.
Sure.
Great people.
Sure.
Like, do you know where ACDI is in Benton? You remember the old Harvest Food is down from downtown?
yeah,
All right, so his dad bought that building and redid it and made it his company.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
His dad.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do know what you're talking about now.
His dad's
Yeah,
not
absolutely.
too shabby either.
Yeah.
And so, long story short, Paxton's but you got Maddox Davis, and a couple other kids that made that happen. And Gavin's just a part. Gavin, I'll be honest with you,
So you
Gavin.
spend a lot of time at other shit, huh? All your kids do sports of some sort?
Well, mainly Gavin.
Mainly Gavin. Because I know the one was with the volleyball. and-
Yes. I have two that have played volleyball. I have two that have danced and cheered. Now, I'll say this.
So you have 4 kids.
I have 3 kids.
3.
3.
Okay.
Gavin, Kinley, and Avery.
Okay.
And so Gavin played baseball. My oldest.
Yeah,
oldest
yeah,
that we're
that's-
talking
yeah,
about
yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Played
That's what I
baseball
thought,
until
yeah.
last year.
Okay.
He picked up
That's
golf.
why I'm thinking that.
He picked up golf 2 years ago and
Okay.
made the high school golf team.
So he's good. I don't know how
He's-
fucking high school sports work, but I assume
I'll
you
put
have
it
to
this
be-
way.
You can't just suck.
I put it this way. No, you can't just suck, but at the same time,
They kind of give everybody a chance.
no.
Sure,
No,
sure.
not at Benton. They don't give everybody a chance.
Not at Benton.
No.
Benton's like, they're like prestige worldwide. No, not us. You come here, you better be good.
Well, I mean, I don't know that it's that. I think it's like the coach there. He sees talent,
Okay.
and so he
he's
sees
looking for
what's coming
something.
up. He looks
I
what's
got you.
forward because Paxton's only in 10th grade,
Got you.
so he's gonna Gavin and him and a couple other kids, Maddox and a couple other guys. They're gonna do good, and Gavin's not even as good as those kids. He's not.
16-year-old kid. That's so great.
He's not.
Yeah, but golf, I mean, even the lowest that's the kind of the brilliant thing about golf is that you can still get paid and be not the best.
That's it.
It is like NASCAR. Like you can be in last place and still, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
but like even in smaller portions, it's you got to admire the sport as far as like, hey, yeah, we're the weekend club, but everyone still gets a paycheck. You know,
The problem with
like
Gavin
that's
is
great.
he's
It's
too-
like fishing
he-
does that too.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
too. Gavin, my son, is too competitive.
Oh, imagine that.
Yeah, imagine it.
Imagine.
Yeah,
I know somebody else like that.
yeah. So,
Mister Who Can Hit Harder, sending chunks of cymbal across the fucking room.
and who could do the biggest tricks down rails and stuff?
All of it, dude. All the above. Yeah.
It's like,
Who could?
yeah, I break boards and everything sticks.
I mean, quite literally, actually. Remember, we used to do stick breaking. And I don't want to deviate. I deviate so much. Let's go back. So you just got married and you just had Gavin.
Yep.
And you're losing your mind.
Yeah.
The pregnancy was a little weird.
Yep.
And that's kind of where we left off.
Yeah.
And Gavin's now a 16-year-old playing golf, which is bonkers.
Bonkers to me.
Congratulations to that.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm proud of him. Like that kid is everything I wanted to be growing up. I mean, I don't give him enough credit
sure.
where I should, but I'm hard on him because my dad was hard on me, and I'm from that old school. You know,
Right.
I may be young, but I'm still from that old school where like
Well, we were
I
old
cuss
school
him.
and
Like
poor.
he cusses me and I cuss him.
Hell yeah, dude.
You know, I mean, he's
You
had
let
his
him swear?
first. Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
Awesome. That's
I
great.
don't care.
That reminds me of my friends. See, my dad would let me cuss, but my mom wouldn't.
Well, here's
you
the
know?
thing, dude. He's already had his first beer,
Oh, dude, I drank my first beer with my dad
but
and
he
my
drank it
landlord when I
he
was
was
14.
14.
I was 8.
Yeah,
I
well,
started
Gavin-
smoking at 8. Do you remember?
Yeah, God,
Dude, I used to smoke cigarettes.
Links, fucking
Oh, bro.
fucking darts
Marijuana,
all day,
just ripping
Yes.
heaters in the shed.
Yes.
God, I was such a fucking degenerate.
Your dad
child,
never
bro.
came out of that house.
He didn't give a fuck.
He didn't give a shit.
He knew what we were doing.
Yes,
dude.
he knew.
Yeah.
And it's just like me with him.
But
Like,
we're
and I-
there
Yeah.
at the house. Like,
Yeah.
there's somebody there. Like,
Yeah.
shit ain't happening.
And that's the thing. Like, he knows with me, he can get away with a little bit more.
sure.
Now that me and his mom are split up, and I keep trying to tell her, I'm like, look, you know, there's some
Well,
things.
16 too for a kid. Man.
Yeah.
You're already like, I'm going to be 18 in 2 years.
And think about it, dude.
I'm be outta here.
We were not in that. We were not in that. What you call preppy
I-
group.
I mean,
know?
we knew a bunch.
We knew it. All of them were our friends because we had what they wanted. You know,
Drugs. Yeah.
Yes, we had the drugs. I had the pills. Most of the people had, you know,
Marijuana.
marijuana,
Bro, I watched-
whatever.
Oh, yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly.
I allegedly watched my friend snort an Altoids 10 full of cocaine in health class once. Through a Bic pen that he borrowed from the girl next to him.
That fit in his ear
Shit
after
was-
he got done.
It actually would have. Yeah, that's hilarious.
Do you remember? Hey, do you remember?
yeah.
Do you remember Jonathan Benton?
There's some things you don't forget. JB lived with me for 2
JB.
years, dude.
JB.
His dad beat the shit out of him.
God.
He showed up at my doorstep
State
covered
police.
in blood.
God.
And I was like, yo, what the fuck? He's like, Dad beat me up. You know what's kind of wild, though? I don't know. I don't get it. Like, he literally lived with me for like a year, maybe a year and a half.
JB did?
Yes. Dude, his dad beat the shit out of him. He never, and then literally one day he goes, I'm going over to, like, what was his girlfriend's name? I can't remember her name.
Dude,
but they dated forever, just
yeah.
like you and
Yeah.
your lady did.
Yeah.
And never heard from him again, dude. I literally haven't seen him or heard from him
Dude,
since.
I haven't heard from him since.
He's straight. When he walked out of my house that day, that was it. He ghosted. It's like he left the state. He might have. I genuinely don't
Dude,
know.
I honestly don't know what he's doing, and I'd love to catch up
with him. Yeah.
because me and him were close, big time close.
We all were. Do you remember? Were you there when we lit the woods on fire that
Yep.
night?
God,
With the gasoline, the Molotov cocktails, we almost burned in people's house.
dude.
Allegedly, Kurt.
Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly. We allegedly almost burned somebody's house down.
So,
Thank
yeah.
God. Thank God Hester was there with his dog water.
Hester. You know
dog
what
water.
dude? That dude is killing it right now.
I know.
in the real estate
Yeah,
game.
he's a real estate agent. Who
He
would have
is
fucking
doing-
guessed?
Dude.
Okay.
You know, all right. So
I'm bad about this. Let's go back. Hold on. We
Okay,
have to
back
stop.
to what?
Where Gavin's born.
Okay.
Let's go from there. God, I'm bad at this.
No,
We're
you're
trying
good.
to tell a story.
It's fine. All right. So Gavin's born. Everything's good.
That's what happens when you've had 25 years of memories.
Yeah, lots of them.
You're
And
also like 4 beers deep, and we just started.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah. So something like that. You know, Gavin's born. Everything's good.
Right. Life is looking better. Got
Life
the cool
is looking
job.
good. I'm working my ass off. You know.
Are y'all in the house yet?
No. At this point, I'm still kind of working.
Well, you're working at Everett, right? You doing TLE,
No,
TLE or Walmart or some shit like that?
No. I didn't get back into Everett until 2009. Gavin was
Oh, okay.
3.
Okay.
Gavin was 3 because he was born in 06.
06.
Yeah, so I got back in the car business in 09. So there
Okay.
was a 3-year gap. Okay, 3-year gap, and we find out we're having Kinley,
Right.
my middle daughter, and. All right, dude, just FYI, we didn't bring Gavin to our home. We brought Gavin to her mother's house.
Oh, okay.
We didn't have a home
We didn't
at the
have a
time.
home. Right.
No,
Okay.
and the guy that he was a member of the church. This is why I'm talking. Like that's why I said I wasn't going to go religion, none of that stuff. The guy of the member of the church we were going to at the time, where I played music at the time, I played drums for him. He was like, "Man, I got this house I'm redoing. If you'll come paint it, I'll consider it the first month's rent and deposit. So I did. So brought Gavin to that house after the fact. Then we had Kinley. Okay. So Kinley came to that house.
Right.
So we had Kinley. Everything's going good. I got a job at Everett. Everything's rolling. I'm making money. And then we move into this house. We leave that house and move into another house off of Thompson Dairy. And it's just me and Shauna and Gavin.
Right.
And Kinley. And Gavin. Or Shauna,
Gavin, Kinley.
Gavin, and Kinley.
Right.
It's 4 of us. 3-bedroom house. Everything's going good.
Not bad.
Well, yeah, not bad. And so, shortly into it, she finds out she's pregnant again.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, you're telling me.
You know how kids are made, right?
Yeah.
Just checking. Okay.
Yeah, we shut that. Well, she shut that factory down after. And see, here's the crazy part. Like, when we found out we were having Kinley. All right, so Kinley was born on my mom's birthday.
Okay.
Which was special.
That's wild.
To me.
Yeah, for sure.
Big time.
Absolutely.
Big time. June 24th, 2010. I'll never forget that day. You know.
Of course.
When we go into the thing, they're like, because Sean had already had a cesarean, so we had to schedule it because you can't have a natural birth after a cesarean. Yes.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah, no, you're not supposed to.
So she had to have another one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so,
and then right after that, you'll have another one?
Yeah.
So those kids are pretty close in age?
the girls are 18 months apart.
Holy shit.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. And so she gets fixed. Avery was, she does know this, but she doesn't know this, but she was supposed to be a boy. We were told she was going to be a boy. And I was pumped. I'm like, all right, I'm going to have 2 sons, da-da-da. And we go in for that last ultrasound, and they're like,
there's no wiener here,
there's no
sir.
wiener here. You're having a girl. And so, we go through all that. Everything's good.
One of those interior wieners.
2013.
That's hilarious.
No, it's pretty much an interior wiener.
Just the ovaries are inside. Yeah, got it.
Yeah. So 2013. I'll never forget what
Not
day
that
it
long
was.
ago, man. That's crazy.
No. 2013 Halloween.
And you're still not sick yet.
Not yet.
This is wild to me. So everything.
Can we pause this? I gotta pee.
Huh?
I gotta pee.
Yeah, we can. Dude, we don't pause. We'll just keep it going. Here,
Okay.
you go pee. We're good.
Where do I pee at?
Bathroom is right through that curtain to the right. Could not imagine having 2 children,
I can't imagine having a kid.
a kid, let alone 2 back to back. Oh my sweet fucking Christ! Am I really? No, it's not 4 beers, Kurt. This is 3 beers. There is a 4th beer here.
Here's what I'll say. You had literally finished your first beer before we
I
were
had
10
to.
minutes in.
Yeah, no, I knew. Yeah, no.
Which is fair because it's starting to become
Yeah,
a very
yeah.
emotional episode,
Yeah.
so that makes sense.
I was
but
like,
it's a good one. You guys better be crying.
well, Brad had hit me up, and unfortunately, I had to watch this whole story through social media, which I guess is kind of like the nice thing about social media is that I didn't have to find out about it through the grapevine like so many of my other friends who are like just gone from this earth, and then like 10 years later, you're like, wait, what? You know what I'm saying? Like so many people, you just like, what do you mean they're gone? How? When? And they're like, oh, like 10 years ago. You're like, what the fuck?
I had a friend like that a few years ago, and I was just like, wait, what?
Right.
That's insane.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Just making sure.
checking
Feel
on
better?
them.
Checking on them kiddos. Podcasting is hard, man. Long format talking is
good.
crazy. No lulls, though. We got...
No, I gotta.
Do you need... Oh, no, you're good. You got another drink. Okay. We're good. We're doing like a... This is like the second one in a row. Intermission.
We're right on an hour.
We should start like... We should invent a chair that has a podcast chair with like a toilet in it.
Dude, I had to pee so bad.
No, dude, it gets insane. We'll do marathon ones in here, and I'll be sitting here for like 3 hours, and I'm like, that after pee is like unbelievable. Like 2-3 minutes of just pure urination. You got that nicotine addiction too, bro. Here, dust yourself off. There you go.
All right.
I just quit smoking like 2 months ago.
Oh, no.
I decided to get healthy, and
I know. All right, so we got to take it back before
so 18
I got
months.
sick. I got sick the first time before
Okay, so
Gavin was born. But before Gavin was born.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I had ITP. All right, so
What's that? Do you know?
I can't even fucking pronounce it. It's
There's a reason they abbreviate it.
Something thecal papura. Some
You were
shit.
sick.
I was sick.
ITP, got
Blood disease
Sure.
type thing. Okay, so before he was born, like 2 months before he was born, I had to have surgery to remove my spleen.
That's
All
right.
All right, so went in, did all that. So fast forward.
Was that from the spleen? Was it
No.
like, is that because
no.
okay.
Nothing that happened in 13 was from the spleen.
Okay.
Well, it kind of was, but it wasn't.
Well, I'm saying like the ITP, is that removing the spleen, was it in the spleen or was it something that the spleen was causing?
No.
Okay.
It was just a blood thing.
A blood thing.
Basically, all right, so I was working at Lexus, parked at Lexus at the time.
Ooh.
Yeah, big money. Not really.
Not really, yeah, no.
Yeah,
Overpriced Toyotas.
big time. Yeah. And so I
Buy
walk
Toyotas, kids.
Yeah, I walk into my boss's office and I'm like, man, something don't feel right. I don't feel right. And he's like, you need to go get checked out. I'm like, all right. So I do. And
Real quick, how though?
I started having nosebleeds,
Okay.
like bad nosebleeds.
Just
and I never had
like every
nosebleeds.
day or
Yeah,
like
every day.
Okay.
Like I'd sit at my desk and just
Whoa, shit! Just out of
just
nowhere.
everywhere. Yeah. And
Wow.
he's like, you need to go get checked out. And I'm like, no, I'm fine. And so one day I was like, okay, I probably should. And so I did.
It's very manly of you.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And so
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Just blood.
Yeah,
pouring out.
blood just
No,
everywhere.
I got you.
And so I go, and at the time I wasn't bleeding, and they checked me, everything was fine, but they called me, and I went home. Like the place I went to was like, hey, just go home and chill out, everything's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So I did. I go home and I pass out, and I wake up to like 50 missed calls. Half of them in the hospital, half of them's my ex-wife, half of them's my ex-mother-in-law. Like,
So like they know they've heard something.
everybody from
Okay.
the doctor. They're like trying to get me back to the hospital.
Oh shit! It's that bad.
That bad. And so
Damn.
I go back and that part was kind of quick. You know, they knew what to do. So I get in with this oncologist, and which is a blood doctor, not
Right.
not a cancer doctor, but a oncologist, and they're like, hey, your red blood platelets are, you're supposed to have between 100,000 to 400,000. You have 5,000 in your body.
Fuck.
Yeah, that bad.
From half
So-
a million to 5,000.
Yes, and so they go through all this process, right? I do 3 rounds of chemo.
Yeah.
I do hemoglobin treatments. I do all this shit. My 21st birthday, I was sitting in a hospital
Right.
for this shit. Gavin's already born at this point. No, well, Gavin's not born. No, it was my 20th birthday. So,
Okay.
anyways, I go through all this stuff.
Right.
They remove my spleen.
Sure.
Everything's fine. Fine.
You start making new red blood
Yeah,
cells.
everything's
body kicks
good.
back
Everything's
in.
good. They remove
Okay.
my spleen. Everything's fine. 2013.
Calling it remission.
Yes.
Okay. Now, did we call it remission or cured? Whatever.
Cured.
Cured. Okay.
2013. Christmas.
Jesus.
Not Christmas.
Okay.
Halloween day.
Okay.
Halloween day. I walk in my boss's office, and I'm like, and this is when I'm in the car business at Everett. I'm doing good. Everything's going great.
Right.
I'm making money.
Got the house. The
Yes,
3 kids.
everything. Got the house.
Yeah. 3 kids.
2 kids.
2
at this
kids,
point.
okay.
Yeah. No. I got 3 kids. At
3
this point.
kids,
Yeah.
all right.
Everything's good. Rolling. Boom. I walk in my boss's office and I'm like, hey man, something don't feel right. He's like, what do you mean? I was like, I just don't feel right.
Like same kind of like nosebleeds,
Nope.
shit like that.
Nope.
No.
No nosebleeds. No nothing.
Just ill.
Just didn't
Cold,
feel right.
maybe?
Cold, fever, just
Okay.
body aches,
Kind
all
of
that kind of
flu-ish.
stuff. Yes.
Pneumonia-ish.
Yes. He's like, all right, you gonna be fine? I was like, yeah, I'll be fine. So we left that night. We left early because it was Halloween.
Sure.
I go over to
So early in the car business, like what, 10 p.m.? Y'all motherfuckers work too much, dude.
5 o'clock.
Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, not bad.
So we go over to Heritage Farms. We do our thing.
Mm-hmm.
I walk through, do the first little walkthrough with the fam, and I get back and I start feeling real bad. And I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go home. I tell Shauna, I said, I'm gonna go home. I don't feel right.
Feeling sick.
Yeah, I went home, drank half a bottle of NyQuil.
Sure.
Fell asleep, woke up the next day, felt fine, went to Gavin's football game, coached it. And after the game, I said, let's go get some food. So we went over to Mi Ranchito and Bryant.
Rose meat burrito.
Yeah. That's exactly what I got.
Absolutely, dude.
Ate, everything's good, walk outside, I throw up everywhere. Next morning, I wake up, I don't know who I am.
Whoa.
I don't even remember signing my name at the hospital.
Just full on delirium.
Bad.
Wild.
Bad.
In fucking one night.
One night. So they kept me there almost 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Then they finally sent me to Baptist, right? They're doing all this shit.
Well, so where were you before that, Saline?
Saline.
Okay.
And they did all the stuff, everything, sent me there. That's 13, right?
They didn't figure nothing out?
They figured it out.
Okay.
They fixed me. Ended up coming to find out I had immune deficiency.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but the immune doctor was like, hey, you're probably going to get some kind of cancer at some point. Stomach cancer is what he thought I'd get.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay. You know, he's like, but it's going to be.
Something to look for.
Yeah.
We
He's
can
like,
treat
we're going to watch it.
long-term.
We're going to take, yeah.
Sure. I'm your guy now.
Yes.
Okay.
Fast forward to 2016.
So do we switch diets?
Nope.
Anything like
Nothing.
that? We're just looking
taking
for shit.
medicine.
Okay.
Taking medicine,
Okay.
going to the doctor all the time.
Right.
2016 comes around.
Hold on real quick. Now,
Yep.
did the fatigue and shit go away, or did you kind of,
No.
from that point on, you just kind of
No,
stayed
but I pushed through
tired,
it.
like a daisical, kind of like meh all the time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm just trying to.
No, I pushed through it because I had family. I had
Sure,
kids.
you got kids, man. Yeah. It's a
I
big
had,
difference.
I had a lifestyle
Yeah.
that I was paying for.
Fancy one.
Yeah, big
I
time.
remember.
Yeah, yeah. And so, I woke up
2016.
2016.
Okay.
I didn't feel good. It's the last day of the state tournament, my son's baseball tournament.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't gonna miss it.
Right.
Woke up, went. I was off. And I'm never off, you know. So I go.
Right.
And that night, I tell Shauna, I said, hey, I got to go to the doctor. And she goes, why? I was like, I just don't feel good.
Something's not right.
Something's not right.
Yeah.
And so the next morning, I drove myself to Baptist. She's at work. And the doctor walks in and he goes, is your white count usually this high? And I said, what do you mean? He goes, well, your white blood count's at 54,000. And I was like, hell, I don't know. I don't go to the doctor that much.
Right.
You know? He goes, well, we're going to need to keep you. So he keeps me. I call her, you know, and let her know what's going on. And, of course, Perry, Zeke, people closest to me.
Right.
My ex-mother-in-law, they know. And they take me down. And doctor calls me and she says, you tested positive for Philadelphia chromosome leukemia.
Leukemia. Right.
And I said, okay, what's that mean? She said, well, you're just going to take a pill right now. And this is in 16. Right. So 16 rolls along. I'm taking the pill. Everything's going good.
This is just some daily thing?
Daily pill.
One.
She says, if this is the cancer you're going to get, this is the one you want.
Philadelphia leukemia.
Positive. Philadelphia chromosome positive leukemia.
Okay. Which is like a blood cancer?
Blood cancer.
Right.
And so get through 16, and this is August of 16.
Mm-hmm.
August of 17, I have an accident in a company-owned car at Everett.
Sure.
And at the time, some things were going on in the company, and I quit.
Right.
I was going to go work for somebody else. Well, they hired me back, and it's not their fault. There's nothing they did.
Right.
And long story short, end of 1st of September, they fired me at Everett. So I'm no longer in the car business.
2016?
In 2017.
2017. Okay.
And I go to work for another company that I known for a long time. And my customers at Everett doing things. And
Was this the lawn maintenance stuff?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little Rock Landscape.
Right.
And so I'm going, doing all that stuff. And the doctor kept calling me back for bone marrow biopsies.
Is this when you were going down to like Houston and shit?
Yeah. Well, this is before Houston.
This is before all that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so Dr. Harrington at Carti, she was like, hey, we need another bone marrow biopsy, this and that. So I go, do it, and I'll never forget, it was the end of September, like 1st of October of 17. I walked in her office, they did blood work, white count was high, everything was kind of fucked up, and she was like, there's nothing else I can do. You got to go to...
It's time for like specialists and things like that.
Yeah. She's like, you got to go to
Damn.
the cancer, Rockefeller Center.
The UAMS
Yeah,
place?
UMS.
Yeah, that's where
And so
my
I
wife
did.
went when
So
she
I
had
did.
it.
Yeah. And so I did. And, they were like, you have leukemia. It's in blast phase. And so at this time, I didn't know what all this meant, right?
Yeah, what is that blast phase? Like it's taken over?
Basically, every single red blood platelet my body was making, 5% of it was healthy.
Oh,
5%.
shit.
5% was healthy.
Damn.
95% was cancer cells going through my body. Yeah.
Fuck,
Yeah.
dude. So your white blood cell count spikes because it's trying to kill all that.
Exactly.
So it's trying to kill.
But I didn't
most
have an
of your
immune
blood.
system because I'd lost my
Right, because
spleen.
you had the thing.
Yes.
Fuck, dude.
So I'm like double whammy. Right?
Man.
So go through all that. And
Jesus.
I'm at UAMS at this point, 17. I'll never forget the doctor looked at me, you got to be admitted tonight.
Yeah.
We got to start
Like
this tonight. We
yeah.
got to start.
Yeah.
And the next day, they started me on Hypercevad and Rituxan. And
Is that some sort of like IV thing?
no, it's chemo.
Oh, chemo.
Hard
Oh,
chemo.
shit.
And so they start me on that, and
That night,
the next
the
day.
next day.
The
Okay.
next day.
Okay.
October 18th. So now, like, at this time of year, I always get memories. I get, like, on
Oh,
Facebook,
sure,
you have
Facebook
the memories,
stuff, yeah.
And so it always reminds me of, what I've been through. And so go through all that.
How long were you in there that time? Like,
30
because I know you
days.
were in and out,
30
and
days.
it was like constant thing.
The first time I didn't leave.
So you went in not feeling good, and you didn't leave for 30 days.
30 days.
Fuck. And
I didn't leave.
And you don't get to plan that.
No.
It's just like,
No,
I had
you
a
just-
job.
Yeah,
I had all this stuff.
Yeah, I had my whole life.
Right. My kids.
My
I got
kids.
games. All this shit.
My wife at the time.
Sure.
It's like
God,
I had family, I had bills. Right, I'm freaking the fuck out.
Of course. And you just.
Well, here's what happened.
You're at this new job.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, here's what happened. The cancer policy that I had filed for at Everett followed me. It wasn't company deal, so I kept paying the premiums on it. Right.
Oh, so it was getting.
Yeah. Then.
God. Dude.
Then a man named
Gotcha.
Yeah, a man named Don Martin.
Okay.
He's like my godfather. He come in, and the woman that he was with worked for the state, and so now I'm on disability still. I'm still on disability.
Right.
But they got me going on it.
Right.
She sat there, Michelle. I'll never forget it. She sat there, asked me questions as I'm going in and out of consciousness. I can't even remember.
They're just waiting for you to
waiting on me to wake up,
ask a question.
ask questions, that kind of stuff. She sat there for no telling how long with a paper, a book, of paperwork that long.
Yeah.
Got it done, fast-tracked it, got me approved.
Really?
I didn't get any. All right, so this is November of 17. I didn't get a payment of disability till May of the following
It takes
year,
forever for
right?
it to. Yeah. It took my mom 2 years.
Yeah.
That stuff takes forever. Mm-hmm. Did it give you the back pay, though?
No.
No?
I wasn't eligible for that, which is no big deal.
Sure.
Because I had the cancer policy.
Oh, okay.
And so the
Was
cancer
that helping
policy.
pay the bills and shit?
Oh, my God, dude.
Okay.
Which I had a big 401k
Sure.
that I had to cash out and do early, which I had over $100,000 in.
Well, because y'all are like in this big house. You probably had, what, 2 new cars at the time?
2 new cars.
Kids, all that
Kids.
stuff. They love tennis shoes and food. They got to
Fuck,
eat.
dude.
Damn.
It was nuts. And so I go through all that
All at once, too.
all at once. And at the same time, right before all this happened, all right, so
In 16? Or
in
right
17,
before this?
right
Okay.
before all this happened. Right before all this happened, I get a message on Facebook one day. And it says, "Hey, is Brad Carter your dad?" And I said, "Yeah, how do you know that?" And she said, "Well, that makes me your sister."
What the fuck? Okay, you got an
Right.
illegitimate sister out there?
Yeah. So
I didn't know
the
that.
dad that raised me is not my real dad. I don't know my real dad. I wouldn't know him if he's sitting right in.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
You did know that?
Not until I was 18. Not until I was 18.
Okay, well, that would explain why I don't know that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Never knew that. The dad that raised me is my dad. Okay.
Right.
Brian Keith Benson.
Right.
He adopted me. That's how I have. All right. So
But you didn't know that till you were 18?
No, not till I was 18. So this girl one day messaged me, and she'd messaged me once before, and I deleted it because the agreement I had with my ex-wife, and I do this with Tiffany. Like if a girl messages me,
You just delete it.
I delete it.
Sure.
I don't
get
have
that.
no like.
Well, so wait. So your biological dad had another kid, and she was trying to find
Three.
you? Three.
Three
But one
daughters.
of them was trying to find you. Mm-hmm. Okay.
They found me.
Clearly.
Yeah, they found me.
Yeah.
And so
Not
while
that
this was going on, this was going on, me and Amber. All right, so I actually have a sister named Amber that I grew up with. Right, you remember my little sister Amber?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I grew up with a little sister named Amber.
Yeah.
Well, she said she was my big sister Amber, and I'm thinking, okay, cool. Well, actually, I'm older than her. Then she's like, you also have a sister named Brittany, and another one named Bianca. Not Bianca. I can't even remember. She's young. She's
Yeah.
real young. Well, me and Amber never really seen eye to eye. Like we didn't talk much. Like it's kind of weird, you know.
Younger, older.
No, older. Been through some stuff, you know, all that kind of stuff.
Sure.
Well, me and Brittany headed off like big time. And
Fun siblings hanging
yes,
out.
yes.
I got you.
I drove down. She had daughters, took flowers. You know, I was like, hey, here, you know, I met her husband, you know, all this stuff. And all that was going on at the same time that I got diagnosed with the cancer.
You'd already been in the hospital?
No, not
This
before.
is
This is
the
pre-hospital.
30-day first
Yeah,
day.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So that's a lot of shit going on all at once.
Yeah. And so me and Amber kind of not really didn't talk much, but me and Brittany talked every day.
Yeah.
And, you know, Shauna didn't really appreciate it. She didn't really understand what was going on.
Yeah,
she didn't know how much it meant to me to know that I had other siblings because I always thought it was just me. And, you know, besides Tiffany, my sister Tiffany and Amber,
Right.
you know, I didn't know that I had other siblings out there that were my blood. And so going through all that, and then
So the other two weren't blood siblings.
no, they're half.
Half. Okay.
Which all
50.
five
Oh, everyone are
all
half,
five
yeah.
of them are half because I have the same. We all have the same. Well, me and Tiffany and Amber, the one I grew up with, have the same mom.
Same mom.
And me and Amber, Brittany, and the other one have the same dad.
Right.
Okay, so
It's a complex story.
it's bad. Yeah,
There's
it's
so
crazy, dude. It's nuts. And so we're going through all this stuff, you know, me and Sean are going through all this stuff, yada, yada, yada. And, you know, Brittany shows up at the hospital one day, and it was hard for me to do this, but I had to separate ways for a little bit so I could focus on, you know, because at the time I was focused on being healthy for my kids and being healthy for my family.
Sure. Yeah,
you know, I wasn't really worried about other family that
People
I
you
had.
barely knew.
Yeah, I barely knew her.
Sure.
But it's not that I didn't want to know her. It's I had
tough.
Yeah, I mean, it's
that
like
makes sense.
you got to make priority. It's my family was the priority,
Yeah.
you know, and so I'm trying to struggle and get through this stuff. And I'll never forget, dude. Drew Garrison,
Oh, Drew.
Built for War.
Yeah.
Built for War. I listened to that song 100,000 times, dude, walking through the hallways.
From what was that? Descended
from Wolves.
Is that it? Yeah.
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 Well, no, it was Becoming Saints.
Becoming Saints. That was the after project.
The after project.
Yeah. I was like, it's one of the two.
I listened to that song 100,000 times, dude. I was built for war. Just walking through the hospital, just pissed off at the world, dude.
And you're
with
stuck-
my IV, walking around, fucking getting chemo pushed through me. I was built for war, dude. Built for fucking war. You know? And it's like, I just knew that I had to get through that because I didn't, you know, think about it, dude.
leave.
My mom died. My mom fucking died when I was 38, when she was 38 years old.
Oh, when you're a young
38.
kid.
I was 19 when she died. I was 18 years old, barely 19. She was 38, dude.
My age.
Yeah. And so, like, she died when I was that age. And so I was just thinking, I can't leave my kids.
Right.
You know, I can't. I wasn't worried about
You
Shauna.
know what that hurt is. You know what
I
that's
know
like.
what it is.
Yeah.
It sucks. It fucking sucks, dude. Don't matter if it's man or woman. It sucks.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I was not going to let it beat me. I wasn't. And they're pumping all this fucking shit through me, dude. I'll never forget the first time I washed my hair. My hair just fell out.
Coming out.
It just fell out in my hands. And I knew at that point, I was like, I gotta do something, man.
Yeah.
I gotta do something. And so I buckled up. I settled down. And I was like, watch this.
Yeah.
Watch this. So I got through it.
Man, that is.
And in February of 18, I got a call from my doctor at UMS, and he said, you've had a gene mutation. We can't do your transplant here.
What does that mean?
That means that your blood mutated. So they couldn't do my transplant in Arkansas, which is what I had decided on doing.
What transplant?
Stem cell.
Oh, right. Okay.
So, all right. So
that's
I was
why you're going
originally
down to Houston.
Yeah, I was originally O negative blood.
Okay.
Now I have A positive blood. If you test me now, I'm A positive.
That's wild. Your blood did that on its own?
Dude from Germany named Tim Klein.
Shout out Tim Klein.
Tim Klein.
That's where
Germany.
you got
He
your
can't
blood
even
from?
speak a lick of fucking English, and he saved my life, dude. I'll never forget the day I got.
Was he just here? Or just,
No,
Oh,
he
he
was
just
on
had-
a
he just
he was
had
on
the
a
right
donor
kinda-
list.
Oh.
Donor list, man. And
That
'cause
shit is worldwide?
worldwide.
Wow.
I'll never forget the day I had my transplant.
Tim Klein.
Tim Klein, Germany. They shipped his shit from whatever time in the morning the day before.
Made it all the way across
Made
the
it all
world.
the way across the world to Houston at 4:00 in the afternoon.
And this was-
Monday, May 16th, 2018. They gave me his cells.
Yeah.
And then I coded.
What
Two
the fuck?
2 weeks later, I stopped breathing. I stepped my knee into my bed, and I stopped breathing. Because I had this infection in my throat called mucositis. And it was like, I don't know how to explain it, but basically like the lining of your throat just falls apart.
What the fuck? So you just stopped breathing?
Stop breathing. And I went to ICU. And I didn't wake up for 3 days. My brother-in-law came down, Sam, Sam Cooper.
Yeah.
Shauna's brother.
Yeah.
He came down. And at the time, I'd been praying all this shit,
Sure,
it's like,
sure. No,
you
dude,
try to find whatever you can.
You got to have
find
something
release,
to hold on to. Yeah, for sure.
I had a skateboard, a complete zero bold, zero deck laying in my room of my hospital. I had pictures of my kids, and they said try to make it your own, the room.
Right.
And so
You gonna be here for a while, dude?
yeah.
Yeah.
And I was.
Yeah.
I was.
Was this in Houston?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm in Houston at this point.
You fucking died, dude.
I died. I fucking died.
I love you, dude.
Like I put my left knee. I just got off the phone with Seth Evans, guy I worked with, who was checking on me. Just got off the phone with him. And I put my left knee in my bed. And I'll never forget.
Like to get into bed?
Get into bed.
And you just fucking...
And I stopped breathing.
That was it.
No. I was choking. Like, I'm not afraid to die.
Oh, I see what
Not
you're
afraid to
saying.
die.
So, like, you started
like I couldn't breathe.
the thing started to close up or whatever
it closed
it was.
up. I couldn't breathe, and
Filled up.
and I hit the nurse's button. I was like, I can't breathe.
Okay.
They run in there.
I thought
and-
you just like went out.
No,
and like,
no.
They just
I
found
knew
you.
like what was going on.
Right. Did they
And,
tell you this kind of shit might happen?
No.
No.
And
So it just kind of fuck. You're like fine on the phone, and then
fine.
you're just
Like
not.
seriously, 2 minutes before that end of that conversation, I'm fine. I went to piss.
don't
I
feel
literally went and
nothing?
pissed. I was
Right.
in the bathroom peeing on the phone with him. He was checking on me, and I hung up the phone, put it on my little medical thing,
Dude, the body is so weird, bro.
and I hit yes, and it was like,
Just-
I just couldn't breathe, and I hit my nurse's button, like. Code, they're fucking freaking out, and they're like, "Oh, your oxygen is fine." I was like, "I can't." I couldn't even talk. Like I couldn't breathe. Well, Shauna was home. She was in Arkansas.
Okay.
She was headed back. She got an alert on her phone that said I was headed down for a chest X-ray, and she knew something was wrong. So she started calling. Nobody had answered. Well, everybody was in my fucking room, so she couldn't get anybody on the phone.
Right.
Her brother, I'll never forget this dude. And I don't know if God's real.
I don't either. Man.
I don't know. I
Sure.
can't tell you right now in my life. I can't.
Yeah.
But I do know this. When he put his hands on me, and he like grabbed my hands.
Her brother,
Her brother did.
Sam.
Yeah. It's like I was looking at that light right there.
Yeah.
Like light came in my eyes. And then 2 days later, I engrafted. Which means the cells that they gave me took. And I knew when they told me, I was like, damn. The nurse looked at me and she was like, "You're at 54,000." And I was like, "I engrafted." And she's like, "Yeah, you did."
Wow.
And then 2 days later, I was out of the hospital. I wasn't even in the hospital. And I walked out of that hospital like this with my skateboard in my hand. And I was fucking gone, dude.
That is wild, bro. Oh my god. Dude. I don't even know what to say. That is so wild.
And to this day, I don't know why I'm here.
We're kiddos, man. Them children need a daddy.
No, it's not for that.
You don't
my
think?
My kids will be fine. They're strong. They're just like me. My ex-wife's house burnt down 3 weeks ago.
What the fuck?
3 weeks ago.
He's just trying to make it sadder?
No, my ex-wife's house burnt down 3
What
weeks
happened?
ago. I don't really.
She
wanna
wasn't
go
in it, was she?
No, she was at the gym at the River Center.
What?
Yeah, my youngest daughter, was in the middle of a game
At the volleyball.
at the volleyball thing.
Yeah.
And one of the dads came up to me, and
was
I'll
like-
never forget this. I'll never forget it. He looked at me and he said, "Your daughter's got the spirit of a fighter. Got the spirit of a
gotcha.
fighter in her." Because she wanted to win. Like, she wasn't worried about the house. Because my dog, Stella, my boxer, Was
Dude, boxers are fucking.
dude, they're awesome dogs, and
They are awesome.
they're
but
great
my
dogs.
God, they are something else.
and I had to let her go to Shauna whenever
Yeah.
me and my girl moved in. Me and Tiffany moved in our new house because we just didn't really want, dogs in our house
Sure.
at the time, And
big dogs can be
well,
problematic.
not even
for
that.
new
We just didn't
homes,
want
too.
the smell of
Smell?
dogs.
Oh, yeah, I get you. I'm a trash human, dude. I love.
Yeah, it's like
I breathe in on my dog. I'm like,
Yeah.
you smell terrible. I love it.
And so it's like we didn't really want the dog smell in the house, and so we Shauna wanted her back because she loves Stella.
Sure.
She's a good dog, and so
How old is she?
she's 5 now. We got
So
her.
she didn't perish in the house fire. Okay, that's good. I thought you were about to say
She's
something.
actually the one that started it.
Oh well,
Yeah. So
bitch.
not really. She was just
Kicked over a candle or something. Turned on the stove. Eating food. Get the fuck out of here! I knew it. That was my
Counter
second
surfing.
guess. Yep.
counter surfing.
Damn. Dude, there's a video going around of the dog doing that.
Yeah.
Like somebody caught it on tape of the dog getting up there to try to get food and turn the damn stove on. That's what it was. Yep, and clicked it on.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, man.
Yeah. I mean,
So how long ago was that? You get
I'm in remission since 18.
18.
I'm full
there-
remission.
Is there
I've had some scares, but nothing.
like is it I don't know how to say it right, but is it like you get the see that's we were sick we were supposed to do this last week, and this is going to be our Thanksgiving episode, but I got sick and I just was like I can't be around this guy, like he has an immune problem, like all this stuff. I would fucking kill me if I got you sick.
No, you wouldn't get me sick. It's not necessarily people. It's just I
like
probably should
anytime-
wear a mask all the time, but I
Anytime
don't.
you get a sniffle, is it like
It's bad.
I have
can
to
be
go to the
bad.
doctor?
No, it don't have to be like that, but it's like I just have to watch what I just feel, And Tiffany,
It's all a feeling thing.
yeah, Tiffany, she knows, dude. Like she can look at me and it's like, you need to see a doctor.
Right, right,
like,
right.
She can feel it. Like she knows. Like there's.
Is this something that you have to like? Well,
I have to pay attention to this the rest of my life.
okay.
It don't matter.
There's no cured for this.
No, I'm cured. I'm cured from everything.
From what that was.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
because
because the
of
stem
the-
cell cured it, right? But let me tell
because
you
of the
this.
missing
Let me tell you
spleen
this.
and the
When your hands peel, feel my hands. Feel my hands. Feel how
Right.
soft they are.
yeah.
That's
I was
kind
gonna
of
say,
gay,
mine are
right?
like- no, it's not gay.
No,
bro.
no, it is gay.
It's fine.
Like I feel like it's weird
Look,
because
see my hands. I
Yeah.
did that from using a sawzall too much.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like my hands, they peeled. Like they peeled, like bubbled
They
up.
peel?
I burned. The last round of chemo they gave me was called busulfan. Okay,
What the fuck?
it's bad. It burned me from the inside
skin?
out. Yes, my hands peeled, like bubbled up
What
and
the
peeled.
fuck?
It took all the calluses off of me. The bottoms of my feet peeled off. Like I had skin.
When was this? This was in
18.
In 18.
Yeah, dude. Like
Right before
all the shit. Like, yeah.
Now what in the fuck is that supposed to do?
Okay, so before they give you a stem cell transplant, they kill every cell inside of your body so they can give you all new
Like
cells.
the bad ones.
The
or
bad
whatever,
ones.
Yeah.
But they got to kill all of them to give
And
you
you
good
had
ones.
so many.
I had so many bad ones.
Fuck. So there's a chance you probably wouldn't have made it from just that.
No.
Do
Dude,
they think that's probably what caused?
here's what fucks me up.
the
Here's
thing? The throat thing?
Yeah, here's what fucks me up the most. And you're gonna know this name when I say it. Ed Buckner.
What the fuck?
His
the news
stepdaughter.
guy?
Yeah, his stepdaughter,
Okay.
Ashton.
Ashton daughter?
No, Ashton.
Buckner.
No, it wasn't Buckner. She was married.
Oh, she's different.
Yeah,
It
I'm
doesn't,
not
that part
yeah,
doesn't
I'm not.
matter.
I'm not
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
repeat her last name, but
Was she there?
with me,
Was she dead?
she died.
She died. She was in the same. Damn, I didn't
She
know.
died the day, a year to the day, after my shit.
Really?
Her husband called me. I was in Houston. Because like for the first year, you have to go down there every 3 months.
I assume there was got to be something.
Oh yeah,
right?
dude.
Like they're
yeah,
gonna
dude.
be
I
checking
spent.
you.
Yeah,
I remember you going there all the time.
Yeah, you
like,
remember I post all the time. Hey, you want to ride to Houston?
somebody
with me?
needs to come with me because blah blah blah.
Yeah, it was kind of that thing. I got down there my birthday. I got down there on my birthday of 19, and he calls me the next day.
Oh,
and says, "Hey, Ashton just passed away," and I was like,
"Wasn't on your birthday, was it?"
No, it was the day after. It still messes with me though. It gives me survivor's guilt.
Survivor's guilt. Yeah, I was just about to say. Yeah,
because like she was young. She was younger than us. You know, she was
Did
like
she have the same thing?
exact thing. She had a. All right, so here's what happens.
Was it called Philadelphia or something?
No, she had the same kind of leukemia.
Oh,
because here's what happens. Like with me, is different. Like I guess I have a calling. I don't know what it is, but with her, she just got her baby sister got all right, which is what I ended up with, which is acute lymphoblastic leukemia. Okay, that's what I ended up with. Acute lymphoblastic leukemia is what I ended up with. She got that off the bat, and she was going through all this stuff, having rounds and rounds. Because when you get a blood chemo, you don't go in like for like and Lord forbid anybody that gets any kind of chemo or any kind of cancer. Yeah. It sucks, right?
Oh, it killed everybody in my family.
Yeah.
My uncle, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
They found it 2 weeks. My dad, same day.
Yeah.
They found out he had cancer, gone.
Yeah.
Later.
And so
grandfather was the same way. Grandmother died in her living room.
When you have a tumor though, or you have a certain place that the cancer is residing in,
like a location.
Yeah. They can treat that location, right?
Spot.
Yeah. Well, where with a blood, they got to treat your whole body.
Life. Fuck.
They got to treat your whole body. And that's what I went through.
With that other shit. The crazy hands and feet.
Yes.
Fuck, dude.
And so, yeah, it messed with me. So, and it still messes with me. It bothers me.
I was just about to ask.
It bothers me. And I think about her mom.
Fatigued still? Is that still
all the time, dude?
So you're just a perpetually tired person.
All the time.
Are you still doing landscaping?
No. I don't do anything hardly anymore. I work for my buddy's pawn shop part time. Okay. I don't even hardly get paid. I just do it to get out of the house.
It's like a
yeah. I tried to work a few times.
Yeah.
It's just
not possible.
I actually went back in the car business last year.
That's what I thought. I'm trying to piece together what I've seen on the internet.
Yeah. I went back to the car business and thought I could do it.
Which is wild because
and what sucks, man, is
because you like it, right?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, you were really good at it.
I'm good at talking to people. I can sell you anything.
You're a big goofball.
Yeah.
I've always loved you.
Yeah. I mean, when you're good at something, you capitalize on it. And it's like you with tile work. You're good at it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the fuck out of that shit.
Well, yeah, but it pays the bills, right?
Well, we'll call it that.
Yeah.
It struggles the bills.
Yeah, I mean, I know this is what you want to do ultimately.
This is what I would love to do.
Yeah.
I would love to do this, and we're fucking trying. God damn it.
Yeah.
We're trying.
I mean, you got the spot. I mean, it's perfect.
Working so far.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where you go through.
It's been really fun.
I'll say this.
That's a little bit different, though. It's really hard to make something like this pay for your life.
But when you got the voice that you do,
it's nice,
and you got the guy behind you just kind of doing his thing, just watching the whole thing go down.
Kurt Lunsford.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, I'll say this. It's like I had to learn early in life. It wasn't fair.
You have had quite the struggle, for sure. It seems to always
way early
give you that left hook right out of nowhere.
I lost my...
Right when things seem to be going...
my best friend, David.
Yep.
He died.
I know.
I was 13 years old.
Yep.
That hurt me. Big time.
Yep.
Big time. I'll never forget the first thing I asked my mom. I was like, did he make it to heaven?
Damn.
Running to my bed.
Right.
Did he make it to heaven?
Right.
Because I feel like at the end of the day, There's something bigger. There's got to, because
You know,
energy doesn't die,
I feel
right?
that, bro.
Energy doesn't die,
I've
right?
got my own
Even
share
Lil
of
Peep,
experiences.
yeah. Even Lil Peep said energy doesn't die.
Right.
It doesn't die. Lil Peep.
Is
And
he
you know
dead
where I
too?
found him at?
Is Lil Peep dead too?
Yeah, he
God
died.
damn.
He died
They
in
all
17.
dying, bro.
He died November.
Oh, you remember?
Oh yeah,
Fucking
I
hell.
was in the hospital, and you know how I
Oh,
found
when you got
him?
the news?
Yeah, when I found him, I was up late one night
So
searching music on YouTube.
when you, I just thought of something. When you're going to remission or whatever
Yeah.
it is, and you have like you said you had to go back to Houston a whole bunch of times.
Yeah,
Is it still like a constant thing, or is it like
yeah. I mean, I go every year.
so it's like once a year?
Yeah.
And they're doing like just a workup.
Bone marrow.
Bone marrow.
Yeah,
Fuck.
they drill into my back.
gotta,
They
like,
take a
yeah.
rod. They take a metal rod with a screw hook on it, and they put it into my lower right back. I'm out. I'm not.
Okay,
I'm not
thank
awake.
God,
Yeah,
dude.
I'm
Oh, my
not, dude,
God.
because I've woke up during that, and they screw into it. And pull it.
woke-
Oh
hold
my
on.
God! Yeah, I woke up. The first time I ever had that happen was in 06, right before all the shit kind of got started. And I woke up and I farted, actually.
You farted yourself
I did.
awake, bro.
No, I was awake and I looked. All right, so think about it. You're laying on a steel table, right? And you look up and you got the stainless steel thing in front of you, like that wall right there.
Sure.
And I look up and I see the people on my back, and I farted and they laughed and I passed back out because they knocked me out. But like, yeah, dude, I definitely ripped my ass in front of them. Yeah, it was
In
great.
front of them, on them.
Yeah, on them. Like
they're
they're
in the
on
small of your
they're
back.
on the small of my back, and they're like, what the hell are you doing?
That wasn't the first time you did it, though.
But probably
well,
not.
surely people
No,
get
I've had
knocked out or
I've had
blasted.
colonoscopies. I've had
Just shit, and
GI
just- yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
dude. Like,
now, do they have to check? So like, it's what's your fucking blood? So like, this is confusing to me because like blood is all the stuff, the
yeah,
brain,
everything.
So can this cause? I don't know how much of this you know. I assume you know a lot. You're probably a damn doctor in this field. But is this something like? I don't mean to like put scare or fear into like your, but I'm sure you've thought of it all. But is this something that's like it's in your blood, so it can also cause brain tumors or kidney
Yeah, that's why they
failure?
gave me intrathecal chemo.
Or so what's that? Where it's like it attaches to everything?
No. When I was at UMS, they used to drill into the, you know, where they do epidurals, right?
Yeah,
When you have a baby,
Yeah.
like women,
Same thing.
the epidural space, they put chemo in my spinal fluid.
Oh, so it goes
It goes into my brain.
like holy
yeah, to keep it
fuck.
from going into my brain. Yeah.
They put chemo in your brain to
Oh,
keep cancer
yeah.
from going in your
Yep.
brain.
Yep. Dude, I had
wasn't
nine.
that
I had
crazy?
9 rounds of that.
The
The-
one that with the skin shit or the
No, the one where they actually
epidural
tap.
one. So you had to do that 9 times?
9 times.
Were you awake?
Yeah,
You're
every
awake
time.
for- oh
yeah,
my
every time.
fucking God.
And that hurt like a motherfucker. They gave me a
cannot
bulging disc.
imagine.
Dude, they gave me I've got a bulging
gave you a
disc.
bulging
yes,
disc?
because of
Which like down in the
right side. It hurts all the time. All the time. And I still have certain pains and aches. I mean, but you know, you
And,
take
like,
it for what it is because
sure.
like I'm just lucky to be here.
to be here. I mean, you're
I'm
counting your
lucky.
blessings every day.
Every day.
You're like fuck it.
You know, here's the thing.
Now, how does that change you though? As because I've openly admit I'm a very open person. but
Yeah.
I've been openly like I'm definitely like in the full swing midlife crisis.
Yeah.
And I have to feel like you've been through. Is it?
Anything you ever
Do you
want to know
feel? Do you
or
feel the wildness in you going? I can't be here much longer.
No, I'm
like-
going to be here forever.
You think you gonna
Oh,
live
I know.
forever?
Yeah. You know
Dude,
why?
I'm out. I'm
You know why?
I'm like 63. I'm out of here.
No. Mm-mm. I'm not.
Oh God, do you want to live that long?
Yep.
Do you
I
really?
want to live by 75.
What?
You know why? Because I've played golf with people that are in their 70s.
In their 70s?
Yep.
Sure. I used to take walks. Here's a crazy fucking memory. For some reason, and I don't know why, but I used to take walks with an old World War II veteran when I was a kid in Dallas. My great grandmother, who was, you know, they came over when the war started,
Yeah.
and she's the whole reason my family's here at all. as a child, and we would go on walks together, and I guess maybe they just had the same walking route. But I remember a handful of conversations with this old man, and I remember thinking, my God, he was like 72, so like clearly he's not around anymore. But I mean, I was like 8, and I was like, dude, this is crazy. You're 72? Like, and still to this day, I think 70 seems unobtainable. You want to be around till you're 70-something?
Why not?
I don't know why not. Just internally, my brain goes, that's too long.
That's my girlfriend works in long-term care.
What is that, like hospice?
Yeah. Well, not hospice, but like nursing homes.
Like can't exist in the wild anymore.
Well, yes and no.
Like
they're still there. They're still there.
They just need help.
When I get dementia, I want somebody to take a bullet and put
take me in the fucking woods, dog. Yeah, get me the fuck out
because my grandmother
dementia sucks.
Died of it.
Yeah, mine too.
And it's horrible.
It's the worst.
I don't want to be a burden on anybody.
Yeah.
When I become a burden on somebody,
yeah. When they're sitting there staring at, that's why euthanasia, bro. Bring that shit.
Yes,
we need it.
Yes. Yeah, and anybody that works in long-term care, anybody that works in long-term care or works in a hospital setting, they will tell you they don't want to live that long.
Who the fuck?
Who would? Why would you? If you're in normal like stasis, like, hey, I can still take care of myself.
You can comfortably get to in your 70s and be normal.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know why?
Well, I mean, you already beat all the shit.
Well, not just that. I don't give a fuck.
You don't give a fuck?
Nope.
But then why would you want to stick around?
Because I want my kids to have something to hold on to.
Fair enough. Okay.
Well, my kids...
You got kids. See, I don't have kids. I feel like that
when
changes
you do.
Yeah, I'm not.
Well,
we can't. She don't got no lady bits.
Oh, I got you.
She had cancer.
I got
and
you.
that was the cancer. Yeah. So we went through all
that. So you got
your
your own little piece of that.
Oh, buddy. Let me tell you. Cancer has killed... Well, my whole family, every family member I've had,
yeah, but it hadn't killed you.
Died from cancer. Well, yet.
No, don't say that.
I'm not.
No, seriously.
It scares me though, because like, look,
it should, dude, but don't.
All my grandparents, my dad.
Did your dad have prostate cancer, or what did he have?
He fucking had stage 4 metastatic lung cancer.
Okay, but that's from smoking, though, right?
Well, he didn't smoke for 30 years.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
He quit smoking when I was a kid, but he did smoke for 30 years.
Exactly.
But I did too.
Yeah, but
I started smoking at 8. Yeah, just quit at. Well, here's the thing though. I did quit at 21. No, it's been 2 months.
No,
but
he quit for a little bit. You quit for a little while.
I quit for 7 years.
Yeah,
from 21.
That's what I thought.
Remember my 21st birthday. Remember we was doing fucking and we was having.
Yep.
We had about 200 people out at Terry's house. You remember that?
Yeah.
So my 21st birthday, and we bought like cartons of cigarettes.
Yep.
Cartons. And it was like, that was the trick.
Yep.
You got to smoke. And we smoked every one of them. And I woke up the next day and I didn't have another one for 7 years.
Yeah.
And then the day I had another one was when I found out my then girlfriend, now wife, had cancer.
Yeah. Here's the thing, man.
I went right to the fucking store and got the Marlboro.
Well, the thing about it is, that's
Camel,
not okay. Here's the thing about that.
But some people smoke their whole life. And
they do.
They live to 90.
Exactly.
It's just
my buddies, my best. All right, the guy that I work for, his grandmother smoked till she was 60. Guess how old she lived till?
Probably in her 90s.
95.
Yeah, it's always something in the 90s, bro.
But she drank a glass of red wine every day, played cards. Right? She couldn't see for shit. Doesn't matter. Okay? But here's what I'm going to say. Everybody's got a story.
Blind ass.
Everybody's got a story.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's got a story.
I can throw my share of
you can throw your share. I can
sadness
throw
in there.
Kurt everybody around us. Everybody we know. Right?
But some of us don't have to, like, people dying around us sucks, bro. It does.
It does.
And losing a parent's the most different shit. Like, I can sit here and tell you, but you know as good as I do, it's just a feeling. I can't describe it. I can't really give you the emotion that it is. It's just kind of like, it's there, but you only know it. I can only relate to you because now I've lived through it. That's right. But I can only relate to you because now I've been through it.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So it is very different. And it's not like a friend
different.
Dying. Like,
but
I've lost 30 friends there, to death. And in various manners.
Little Kurt bothered me.
Oh, bro, for years,
man.
bro.
Long time.
You want to hear?
God.
Have I ever shared my first friend Kurt? Have I ever shared that story?
Little Kurt, do you?
Oh, he would have never met him.
Yeah,
though.
never met
This
him.
was too long ago.
I skated with him. I spent so much time with him, and when I found out all that shit happened,
Yeah.
it was bad. And it's sad to know that we've got friends around us like me, so me and you, right?
That are
If
suffering
somebody
and-
would reach out to me or you, they
Sure.
would know they're
I'll
loved.
be there in a heartbeat.
In a heartbeat.
Always have been.
Always, yes. I could call you.
But
you
also-
could call me. We could call anybody we
I
know
want to put
from
this
back
on
in the
Kurt a
day.
little bit. Who the fuck moves to Seattle to get better?
Nobody.
Nobody, bro.
Nobody.
Why? Because, you came back in a box, you dirty fuck.
God.
And he was dirty. I'm not just saying that.
No,
he was
he
a
was.
dirty human.
It was. Yeah.
That
But he
dude
could skate.
smoked.
He
Oh,
could
yeah, he
skate.
was badass. Bro, he bothered me so much. I'll give you a story. Here you go. I don't know what I believe, but here's a wild one. Kurt was the first close friend I had that killed himself, right? Mm-hmm. And I spent a lot of time thinking about it, crying about it. It fucked me up.
Yeah.
For a whole year, I was fucked up because I couldn't understand it.
Yeah.
I knew people that had done it, but they weren't my friends. They were just people I had met, heard about it. Wow, that's really sad. You don't really quantify it. And a whole year, dude. I built that box for his mom and shit,
I know.
and she fucking sat in a chair
Yeah.
and died from pills
Yep.
herself. But this is as real as I can tell you, and I still can't explain it, but I promise you it happened in my mind. Whatever. Take
You
it for
don't
what
gotta
it's
explain
worth. It's a
nothing to
grain
me,
of salt.
dude. I've seen
So I'm
both
in
sides.
I'm in my Honda Civic. You remember my gray Honda
Yeah,
Civic?
the gray one. Yeah.
I'm driving from work, and I stop, and I get some cigarettes. And I hadn't smoked in a while, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck it, I need this. And I wasn't going to smoke it. And I'm driving, so I don't know. See, all this just happened. I'm just driving down Highway 5. I stop and get cigarettes. I'm not even thinking about him. But I am, though, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's in the back of my mind all the time because it fucked me up. And I'm near where the new water tower is
Yeah.
in Bryant.
Yeah. I'll five.
Back then, that wasn't there.
Yeah.
But I'm on Highway 5, and it just crawls into my mind, and I'm just like, this motherfucker, dude. And I'm mad. I'm just pissed off. Why? We never got an answer.
No,
like I was
we didn't.
in the note, and I don't even know why. Like you struggle with that kind of shit.
Sure.
Well, if I'm in the fucking note, you's thinking about me, dickhead. You can't call, like 1,000 things, but you'll never get an answer to. And I'm driving, bro, and I swear to God, as real as I'm sitting here talking to you, in this room, he fucking showed up in my car. This is crazy. This is crazy. Right next to me, and he goes, it's all good, man. I'm fine. I promise. I'm fine.
I can hear him saying that, dude.
Those khaki
God.
cargo shorts.
God.
and a red
And an S.
World
pair of
Industries
shorts and a,
shirt
yes,
with the little-
red. Yes.
Bro,
dude.
and I
you
swear-
ain't got to say another
listen,
word. I know exactly
I'm on my
what
way
he's
down
talking
Highway
about.
5 when this happens.
Backwards black hat.
Look, yeah, bro. And and I had just bought a pack of Camels, right?
Yep.
I'm telling you, all this really in my brain had happened, and I'm driving down the fucking road, and I go, fuck. And his tombstone, his graveside's coming up.
right there.
And I just pull in, fuck it, I'm here. And I sit down, and I smoke probably like 7 of them motherfucking cigarettes, right? And I'm just chain smoking. I'm just staring at the hole in the ground. It's been a whole year has passed. He doesn't even have a tombstone. His parents are poor as
his
fuck.
parents are poor,
It's just
yeah.
a piece of paper in the ground, worn away, and all you can kind of read is like the last little bit of his name there. And I'm just smoking, and I'm putting it in the ground, and I'm mad as fuck. I'm mad. And I'm huffing and puffing, and I put the last cigarette out, and I got like this nice little pile, and I start punching the ground. Fuck you, motherfucker. Fuck you. You suck, you piece of fucking shit. And I'm screaming. There are people coming out of the church watching me, bawling. I'm fucking crying, unbelievable. I got up, I dusted myself off. I said, I can't fucking do this shit no more, dude. Like, I'm done. You gotta stop fucking with me. Like, this sucks. And I took the cigarettes, and I dug a little hole, which is like crazy illegal.
No.
I dug a hole in his grave.
Yeah.
And I put the cigarettes in there, I covered them up, and I put the butts in there with it, because we used to get, that's all we used to do, go in the gas station and smoke cigarettes all fucking night.
Yeah.
And I walked away, bro, and it was all good. Swear to God. And it never fucking bothered me another day since. Isn't that crazy? But I'm telling you,
not crazy.
as real as it is from me to you, as real as this conversation is, he was sitting right beside me in my fucking car driving down the street, been dead a whole year. Wild. And there's just shit like that you can't explain.
Don't need to. You know why?
That just, it's happened to me about 4 different times. And you're just like, you know, whatever it is, there got to be more to it all. So I'm just going to leave it at that.
Well, there's part of that.
Same shit happened with my dad and Terry. Dude, I don't know when the last time you talked to Terry.
The last time I saw Terry, he was hanging off the side of UAMS. And I'm in my hospital room, and I'm banging. I swear
he was
to God,
cleaning the windows.
He was cleaning the windows. I'm banging on the windows, and he's on this little bitty pedestal, right? and he remembers. He'll remember it if you tell him.
The windows are pretty fucking thick.
God, dude, they're like that.
Yeah.
And I'm beating. I'm like, fucking Terry, and he's like, shh,
just don't even
doing his thing. And I'm like, 3 weeks later, I see him like, did you not hear me? He's like. Because he was walking around his get up, you know, his stuff. And we were outside of the Rockefeller Center. He was walking out. And I was like, did you not hear me? And he goes, huh? And I'm like, it's me. And he goes, what the fuck? I'm like, dude, did you not hear me? And he goes, what are you talking about? I was like, dude, like 2 weeks ago, you're outside my window, hanging out, cleaning the window. He's like, dude, I can't hear shit. I got my headphones in.
He got his headphones in, yeah.
But, man, going back to that thing with Kurt.
Yeah.
Man, things like that don't ever let go of.
No, I don't.
Let me tell you why.
I think about it all the time.
Yeah, let me tell you why. Because it's not him in the living.
Right.
But it's him.
Right.
Because I've had, you know, I lost David. I've lost Kurt. I've lost Mom. I've lost
a bunch of friends.
Dude, I've lost Shane Kirkham.
Right.
I don't know if you know who Shane Kirkham is.
He heard about it.
Yeah, he died of an overdose.
Yeah.
And then Dustin Holland, he died of an overdose.
Bro, many of our friends.
So many. And it's like,
you know,
I've never seen those dudes.
Class is still known around there.
Yes.
We're like cursed.
Yes. You know why? Because we're the last ones.
Well, like every year, dude. Every year somebody new. Dude, did you know, like, I hear about people all the time, and I'm just like, did you see the list from the high? You might not have seen it, but the O2
your reunion was this year.
It was
20
like a month ago.
Yeah, a month ago. Yeah, dude. And I was like, and I knew I wouldn't see you there because that's just not our scene. But I've told Perry. All right, so.
Oh, bro, I would never. You couldn't. I mean, maybe 30 years. I might go.
Me and Perry and Zeke have all decided that we're going to our 20.
20? See, yeah, I didn't
because we're not going to go to any of the other ones. We didn't go to our 15. We didn't go to our 10.
My problem is I already know what the fuck. Look, dude, we didn't communicate for years.
No.
But I knew everything. I didn't know everything, but I knew roughly what was going on. Like, I knew you had leukemia. I knew shit was all fucked up. I knew you were having to go to Houston all the fucking time. I knew your job situation. And that's literally just by the internet association.
Yeah. Well, here's the other part about all that. You don't know. Nobody. I haven't made this public knowledge.
Right.
But I'm going to do it now.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, I talk about my ex-wife.
Right.
But I didn't tell you why we're ex.
I figured it was just, that's a lot to go through, man. No?
She decided she wanted somebody else.
She just didn't, well, you know.
And it happens.
Fall out of love.
No, it wasn't even that.
Really?
No.
How the fuck?
No, she just.
You
know, and I can't speak for her.
Was it all the stuff?
No.
Like just the years of going to the doctors and the headaches?
No. I just think that she wanted something else.
Just something
She was
new.
looking. I mean, because, man, we got married young.
Young. Boy, and y'all were together
we
young.
were young.
Yeah. Which is.
And so, and this is, you know, this is one thing I love about Tiffany,
you think
my
maybe
new girl.
She didn't like experience enough life first?
No, she did. And she's
Shauna?
been through some shit.
Or Shauna, right?
Shauna, yeah.
Right.
Shauna's my ex.
Right.
But me and Tiffany.
Trying to keep it all together, man.
Yeah,
This podcast is all over the fucking place.
I know. And it's fine. Y'all can piece it all together later. But
nope, no edits.
Here's what I'm getting at. It's like men and women, when they get together young and they go through stuff together young, it's easy to fall apart.
Right. I agree.
It's easy. But then when I meet somebody like Tiffany, and she's already remarried. My ex-wife's remarried. I love her. I love her.
A lot of similarities.
Oh yeah, dude. Like her new husband, great guy. Love him. He's good to my kids.
There you go.
That's all I can ask for.
Co-parenting.
Yeah,
for sure.
we got to do the co-parenting thing. We don't have to, but I want to.
Well, why wouldn't you?
Why
if it's
wouldn't
all copacetic.
Yeah. I mean,
and your new lady, don't y'all live together?
yeah, we've lived together a year.
That's right.
We moved together in November last year.
House.
We got our house. Like our house together now is the nicest house.
It is pretty fucking swanky.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
dude.
it's pretty cool.
And then
How many kids live in there?
5.
Holy fuck.
Well,
5 kids plus y'all too?
3 kids plus us. So
Okay.
we got
5
5
people in the
total.
house.
No, we got 7 when it's all of us there.
Oh, because the other kids go to their dad.
Well, no.
So they live there full time.
Yeah, her son, her youngest, Aiden, stays there with us all the time. He's there all the time, and he's a great kid,
How old is he?
smart. He's 15.
Okay.
He's awesome, love him to death.
So y'all got a bunch of teenagers in the
Dude,
house.
all of them. They're all older. None of them are young.
They eat like crazy too.
Fuck, dude.
Dude, do you remember how much food we used to
Dude,
eat?
think about that, but with the budget of like times 100.
No, I can't.
Dude, it's
Because we were
insane.
literally like,
Oh my god,
dude, I remember. Do you remember going? we would save up like
powdered
$5.
powdered donuts, and fucking
spaghetti, dude.
Oh god,
The amount of spaghetti.
oh
Well, just as you could get it, we would buy
whatever we could do.
spaghetti at the time. It
Like
was
if somebody
what,
had $3,
50 cents?
we were gonna buy.
That's right.
We were gonna buy some Dr Pepper and
was
whatever.
probably what was that? K Cola,
RC Cola,
Dr. K,
Dr. K,
Cola,
RC Cola,
the
Mountain
cheap
Lightning,
shit.
yeah, the cheap
Yeah.
stuff, and then we get like raviolis and fucking
the big fucking can
God,
too.
the biggest one we could buy,
The $5. Yeah,
dude. But what I'm saying is like
This is like the early thousands though, so like it was like $1.
50 cents, bro.
50 cents
like
for
you could dent
spaghetti.
the
Like, it
can and
was
get half
literally
off.
$1. It was $1. 50 cents for the pasta, 50
Yes.
cents for the thing, and you could feed 3 people
Yes.
on $1.
Yes, and then if we wanted burgers, we just buy hamburger meat.
That's
and
right.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh my god!
But
dude.
like
the frozen patties came in so clutch all the time.
dude, like those kids,
To be
those
fair, we
boys.
were very responsible. We were doing, hella weed.
Yeah, lots of weed.
Lots of weed.
Lots of weed.
Allegedly.
No, we were.
No, we were.
No, we were.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I literally
have
failed
probably
ninth grade.
smoked our weight in weed in our life
Fucking
times 10
Hands down,
down.
dude.
No, dude. I
In
mean,
those early days, my God. And now you
And
can
it was
just eat
swag.
and it's phenomenal.
God, you can
Oh, it was
smell it and
literal
get high
dirt.
now. Like dirt.
It was dirt. We were
Dude.
smoking fucking pine needles,
Pine-
bro. You might as well be. It was trash. And like my dad, like my landlord was a big time drug dealer, went to prison, got shot up by the cops and shit. We used to steal his
God.
weed. My dad used to have a pound under his bed at all times.
Seriously?
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember seeing any of that, but
No,
I
no,
remember.
well, I never told
remember-
anybody.
No,
I just always had weed.
yeah. I
That's
mean,
why.
I know your dad always had weed, but I just didn't know where it came from, and I never asked any questions
Under
because
the
it
mattress. It was one of those. It was one of those bed frames. Do you remember water beds?
was. Yes.
You remember how big those bed
Yes.
frames
Like
were?
you had like.
Well, they had
cubbies
that big,
underneath it.
the big
Yeah.
empty cavity.
Yes.
underneath. Yeah. So
Yes.
if you just pulled out that one drawer,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
you just reach in, you'd feel, and you'd grab a handful and just put it back because you're not going to miss a handful.
I'm gonna make you jealous real quick.
He did. You know how I got caught? A roach. I used
dad?
to steal so much marijuana, and he caught me because I took a roach one day out of an ashtray. And
Really?
he noticed it.
I
Ain't
sold
that
a.
funny? He goes, "You gonna share it? Or you gonna be stingy?"
I sold a Les Paul Standard today.
Today,
Yeah.
don't be
For 1,500.
allegedly.
No, allegedly, I really did. On eBay,
Nice.
brought 1,500.
Really?
Yeah, cherry blossom. Like
gonna
it's
start-
it's like a 17 model.
Have you stopped playing, or
Well, I still
trying to
play
pick it
music. I still play drums.
Sure.
But like I don't. I mean, I
You
got
have
an
a drum
acoustic.
kit, or is it like
no?
an
It's
electric?
at the shop.
oh, okay.
It's at the pawn shop, and I play quite a bit. But
Really?
like, man, it's nothing like I want to.
Sure.
I mean, like Tiffany's told me, she's like, if you ever want a kid at home, just bring it home.
Yeah.
And like put it in the garage.
You got a
or whatever.
garage, right? Yeah. You got a garage, dude.
But the thing about it is, I got cool neighbors.
You got a bonus room?
No, not
Because
yet.
a bonus room would be tight.
Well, I've told her, I was like, if I ever bring a drum set home, I'm gonna put
close up part of the attic or something.
No, I'm gonna get one of them Dirksen buildings. You know, like one of the rentable, like the little single
for sure
2, 3,
Yeah.
like just 12 by 10.
Yeah.
And just insulate it. But the problem is, I don't want to make my neighbors mad, you know, because like when I had my Gretsch set, like I didn't tell you this, but after I got cancer, dude, I bought a bunch of shit. Like I bought a bunch of shit because my cancer policy played out well. So I bought a Gretsch midnight kit.
I remember the drum kit.
Yeah. So the blacked out.
Yeah.
All the hardware was black. I had meal symbols,
mint.
everything, DW, everything. Like, I mean, I was,
remember,
dude, it was killer. And I would sit, like, I pissed off in the middle of the day.
The kit that cancer built.
Dude. And my neighbors, why you playing them drums? Because I want to, bitch. And just fucking kill her out with just the fucking cymbals.
I'm dying.
Yeah, like,
I don't give a
my
fuck.
kids went outside and like, he's got cancer. Fuck you. Like, you know, like, it was awesome.
Shut up, Martha, you old bitch.
Yes. My son came in one day and he was like, Dad, the neighbor's bitching because or not bitching, but he's like, they're griping because you're playing music. And I'm like, so? And I'm like, Dad, you know, just keep playing. And at the time I'm playing Perfect Circle.
Weren't y'all in one of them like close neighborhoods though? In that shotgun house, bro?
Yes.
Them houses are like 2 feet apart.
Yes.
So it's a little different. You got a brick home now.
Yeah.
You live in the little bit wider yard.
Yeah. I mean, I've got probably, I don't know.
Like them old homes, bro, them homes were
the old home. Yeah. The old home we lived in when I had the kit, the nicest one I've ever had. Well,
you still got
not
it?
the nicest one. No, I sold it.
Oh.
I sold it. I had to because, like, you know, when you're going through all that stuff, you're thinking you're going to die and you're buying all this shit. I bought shotguns and, and all
you get
kinds
rid
of
of it.
stuff. And I sold it all. But, like,
I get it.
Nowadays, I wished I had the original kit. My uncle gave me a 1970 Ludwig kit that I wished I still had.
Yeah, me too.
Dude, it had a 28-inch bass drum.
Oh, my God.
Dude, I mean,
you don't gotta tell me. I'm a king of big drums.
I know you are.
That's
like everything you've got's big,
dude. Everything. I'm trying to make it even bigger.
I mean, remember that day I came over and spent like 3 hours with whoever, and we were out there like playing Deftones and just shit. Like we were sweating our balls off. This was at the trailer at your dad's place.
I remember.
This is like right before I got shipped off to Houston. Yeah. And I came over and we sat there and jammed like for hours, dude. That was, and I'll never forget looking at my name on
Justin. I'm trying to remember who else
I don't know who it was, but he was just chilling. He didn't play any music. It was just me and you.
Oh,
you were playing guitar and I was playing the drums.
Right.
And
I do remember
playing
that
a bunch of Deftones, just different things. And it's like,
shout out Deftones. We were just playing Deftones the other day at practice too. John had never played any of it. I was like, dude, it's like simple, but it's super fun to play.
Man. Dude, you know what I've been on lately? Have you seen My Baby by the Rolling Stones?
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
What is it? Is it new?
No, it's not new. It's like old, but the bass line's like, oh my God.
I probably do know it.
Dude, I could play it right now and you would know it. No, my God, you would know it. Because it's like.
Yeah, I would have to, right?
It's like.
It wasn't a huge Rolling Stone household.
Me either. Led Zeppelin, but like Billy, the guy that I hang out, like I kind of work for. Yeah. Dude, he's old school Beatles, Rolling Stones. Like
classic
one day,
rock
classic rock. And so one day we're listening there and it's like Under My Thumb, you know, by the Rolling Stones. A few songs later, it's like, have you seen My Baby? And it's like, do 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 do, and it's like a deep bass line. It's all bass line at first. And it's just like, it's not anything technical, right? It's just simple, but it's like.
So you just sitting in here learning all these instruments?
Oh my God, dude! Like,
and you said you just got a new guitar too?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But when does that come in?
Well, not yet. I mean, I'm not good at guitar.
I've never
been
guitar.
You're good at guitar, but like,
we'll say
you know how we are, dude. Like,
We'll say okay.
We feel all right. So we're the last generation that feels music in our bones.
I don't know about that, man.
I do.
I used to think that, but
No,
I've been hanging out with kids now. Well, see, I'm still in it, and I see a lot of these children.
But I
who,
still
like.
What do you call me?
Yeah, you're all children to me.
How old are you, Kurt?
Just turned 30.
Oh Jesus.
It's not a big gap, but there's some dude.
No,
There's
it's huge.
Dude, there's a kid right now. His name is Zach. And I promise you, it's in every cell of his DNA. This kid lives he doesn't miss a show.
Have you watched? Are you on TikTok? Are you on TikTok?
Fuck no,
dude. Get on TikTok. Dude, get on TikTok.
No,
get on TikTok.
no.
Let me tell you why. There is some kid. There's some dude. There's this little Japanese dude that will blow your mind.
He's probably on everything else.
No, I'm telling you, this
I don't
guy
have to be
is
on TikTok to see him. I'm telling you. You send me the video, but screen record it.
All right, no, there's this one dude. I don't know. He smokes weed and does cocaine while he's playing drums. He can play one-handed.
No, okay, that
he's
guy.
Got a beard.
Yes,
and, dude, he's
that's
like,
a Russian dude. Yes,
yeah, he's Russian. Yes.
See the video I sent you today?
No.
Oh my God.
All right, hold on.
Mind blowing.
Let's wrap this up real quick.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you.
Thank you for beating your thing and coming and telling your story.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
This was very fun.
Yes.
And I'm glad you got to tell your story. And I'm glad it gets to live here.
Well,
we've been friends a long time. I just want to say, it's tough. Life is tough. I've gone through my fair share of shit the last couple years. I'm glad that the universe is making us friends again.
Yeah.
Like we see each other often now.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you. And thanks for doing this for real. Like, it means a lot. It was tough, and I like it. I like that you were able to come on here and be emotional and be real. And it was fantastic. I love you,
man. I appreciate the opportunity to be here because this is just the beginning stages of what you're doing, and I've watched all the stuff that y'all have done, and I'm impressed. I reached out to you and offered to do this.
Yeah,
and the reason I wanted to is because I wanted to not come at it as a political or religious or whatever.
It's just a life story.
Just a life story, man. And let people.
You survived some wild shit, man.
When I went to Archipel. What is that now? It's Archipel. It's
for animals.
Arkansas Young Alcoholics Anonymous.
Oh, you had alcoholism too?
Yeah. I'm still dealing with it.
Sure.
I'm gonna always deal with it.
Yeah,
until I'm ready to be done with it.
Right.
And so I went to that, and it was on the side of Pettigene Mountain, and I met this old man. He was like 75 years old, and I'm gonna say the same thing he said. He said, "Take what you want, leave the rest."
Okay.
From what I said, what you said, everything, I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. Nobody walks perfect, right? All we can do is learn from each other.
Right.
And I've tried to learn from other people's mistakes, and some mistakes, some things that you can't overcome, some things you can.
Sure.
And sickness you can.
Sure.
I'm living proof of it.
You really are. All right. Say what that old man told you one more time.
Huh?
Take what you want, leave the rest.
Take what you can from this,
and
leave the rest.
Thanks for listening.
Yep. Dude. Oh, man. I love you too. Corey, thanks, dude.
Thank you, man.
I appreciate the opportunity.
I love you, buddy.